Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of the Rainbow Six APAC Pro League for Season 3. My name is Gogo Gadget. Joining me, as always, is Mr. Monkey Fist. Monkey Fist, mate, how you going?
I'm going great, mate. I had the best day of my life.
Oh, yes. Well, we've been hearing about it, and I think it definitely deserves a special mention on stream. So before we get into the Rainbow Six action tonight, why don't you let everyone know why you're looking so chuffed today?
Well, I had my first child today.
There you go.
Nice and early in the morning. Beautiful baby girl, so.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Well, awesome. That was fantastic to hear, and thanks for sharing all the pics of that, and best of luck to you for that one. But of course, we are here for Rainbow Six, so let's go ahead and start thinking about what matches we're going to be seeing tonight. Hopefully, got some fantastic matches to end a fantastic day. We have got our Group A standings right up here to kick ourselves off. So obviously, we are going to be seeing the Corvidae Scylla match first up tonight. But why don't you talk us through earlier in this group how those earlier matches went?
All right, so the very first matchup we saw was Corvidae and Oracle Empire, which, you know, me and Flea, who was casting that, both agreed it's going to be a stomp 2-0, and that's exactly what we saw. The first map was actually pretty close, and but, you know, we did eventually have to say see you later to Oracle Empires. They went down to the losers bracket and also lost that one against Scylla, who the week before that had also lost to Mind Freak. So, yeah, Corvidae took on Mind Freak last week. Mind Freak won, and that's not what really anybody expected to see.
Surprise, wasn't it? Yeah.
And then, of course, Scylla beating Oracle Empire, have the chance to redeem themselves against Corvidae, but I'm sure Corvidae are going to be out for blood in that one, so it's going to be great.
Yeah. Look, they're two really hard-fought groups here. I mean, here in Group A, obviously Corvidae definite favourites to win, but then suddenly we see, you know, that winners bracket match we saw last week, Mind Freak just go ahead and 2-0 them. So very, very hard to call, and you know, that's what makes it a great competition, I guess. So moving on to Group B now, we can take a look at what's been going on down this end of the bracket, and we see Taboo and Outlaws. Obviously they played their first game. Taboo has actually been looking really strong throughout this group, Sam.
100%, especially that result they put up against Athletico. So I did have a chat to some of the Taboo members that night. Yeah. And one of them was saying, I've been hyping them up all week. I've been, you know, making sure we're all in the right mindset, and I think it's worked out for us. So bit of a redemption from the qualifiers for the Invitational for them to 2-0 Athletico. But then again, I really feel Athletico didn't look themselves that night, and especially they did play with a sub instead of their court lineup.
Right. Well, yeah, that's interesting to know. But obviously, Taboo, they were still the ones that came out of that one with a hard-fought 2-0 victory. Of course, we saw, you know, overtime. We saw everything in that match. That was a good one. And as well as that, we saw Dead Set versus Outlaws last week. Unfortunately, Dead Set couldn't quite hold in there. That was a pretty convincing 2-0 if there ever was one. Yeah,
exactly. And Outlaws have been looking pretty fantastic.
Yep.
Especially with some change-ups to their lineup. Dead Set, like I had a chat to some of those guys like during the week as well, and they were telling me they were just tilted that whole match. Like, you know, there was that 1-on-3 clutch that should have gone their way in the very first round, and then that TK a few rounds later. They did not have a good time from what I was understanding. So I suppose that's maybe just something that comes with a bit of experience. They were one of those newer teams, and maybe, you know, with a bit more experience, they would have been able to reset themselves and focus on the task at hand rather than having a bit of a rage.
Yeah, well, exactly. So moving on now, we can take a look at the matches that we have got up for everyone tonight. Corvidae going to be taking on Scylla first up, and look, that one's going to be an interesting one. Our first match, but after that, Athletico are going to take on the Outlaws. We're going to be seeing if the Outlaws can continue their form that they showed last week, and whether Athletico's loss there to Taboo was just a one-off, I guess. But look, taking a little bit of focus on towards the Corvidae Scylla matchup first tonight. I mean, obviously Corvidae, I think it's pretty safe to say that they are, you know, the favourites, or
100%. So Scylla did go through a bit of a roster change as well, and that was before the games last week, or pretty much immediately after their very first round loss to Mind Freak.
Right.
And so one of the players they've brought in is a massive improvement to their roster, and he just frags exceptionally well. So how's he going to show up? I don't know. But even if he does show up his best, I'm not sure if he'll be able to take down Corvidae. But
well, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that roster change kind of impacts this game here. Obviously, Corvidae, you know, they, until last week, when they played against Mindfreak and ended up losing that one 2-0, I mean, they were looking so hard to beat in this league, I guess.
I suppose that's kind of the Corvidae style where they're momentum-based. They need things going for them if they want to continue winning. And I think Mindfreak were quite prepared for them.
Yeah.
And also, from what I discovered chatting as well to some of those teams last week, is that Corvidae probably didn't band to their strengths.
Right.
Skyscraper is apparently their second worst map, which is what they played first.
Well, that's interesting then. So that means that we will be really taking a good hard look at what maps and what map picks and bans come out here, I guess, because, well, yeah, it's going to mean a lot if, like you say, you know, we might see Skyscraper coming out again. That might not be to Corvidae's favour. So taking a look at the map pool here, what are you expecting to see, Sam?
Well, we all know that Scylla are Clubhouse. You know, they love the Clubhouse. They think it's their best map and they just play it lots. I'm 100% sure Corvidae are going to be under orders ban Skyscraper if the other team doesn't.
Yeah.
Especially with how they went last week. They could probably take a team like Scylla on it, but, you know, keep your best map in it. We might see Bank out of Corvidae. That's another one that they highly favour. And I reckon Border is something that Scylla are also going to be leaning towards. So, yeah, that's what I'm guessing. We're probably going to see some Clubhouse, Border, Bank if the teams get what they want. But, you know, teams might be counterbanning against their opponents, so
hard to say. Okay, well, look, that'll be pretty interesting. I would like to see a maybe a Skyscraper if that manages to sneak its way through Corvidae's bans. So you don't think we'll be seeing something like a Coastline or Cafe?
Probably not a Coastline. I know Corvidae do like that one, but I feel like it won't fit the Scylla play style.
Right.
We might see Oregon as well, but that's, I feel, one of Corvidae's best maps. So
okay. Well, there you go. Well, it's good to know, I guess, for their sake, that they do have, obviously, that really large map pool that they can pick from, you know, confident on a lot of maps. And, you know, I guess we'll just wait and see what they come out with. And now we're into, I think, what is it, the fourth week or so since these teams have had a chance to adjust to the new operators?
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to be seeing some new operators in here, in this game, particularly because it is such an important game for both of these teams to win?
Well, we're pretty much going to definitely see Ella. I'll put some money on that. Ella, like, she's come in and everyone's like, oh, she's OP. Like, she's got such a good gadget, such a good gun, and it's got a 50-round mag. Like,
yeah, the Scorpion is so nice to use, isn't it?
Everyone's going to, like, even if you're not picking her for a gadget, they're just picking her for the gun. And normally in Rainbow Six, you see the opposite of that. People pick for the gadget over the gun. But, you know, if you put your fragger on, you know, your main fragger on Ella, you probably do something nutty, get a few kills or something. Ying and Lesion, I'm not so sure. Like, I think Lesion definitely has a place in the meta. And I think teams just need to experiment a bit with him more. Like, he could probably replace Smoke in some maps or in some scenarios. However, Ying, I really don't know. Like, we did see Mindfreak try it out a bit. And I want to see some more of that, some more use of her abilities in coordinated pushes and
a bit more experimentation with it.
I think, like, if you throw something out left field, you can really confuse your opponent and, you know, it could really work to your advantage.
Yeah, well, look, I'm always excited to see some new operators in as well. So hopefully we do get to see those guys picked, Ella, Ying and Lesion. I know that just looking through our, we're looking through one of the Go for Rainbow Six VODs from last weekend. I know we saw a Ying there. In, I think it was Outlaws game.
It wasn't very effective though for them, was it? I think teams just need to, like, probably discover the best way to use her. But then again, I'm really not sure if the gadget's going to be too hit and miss, whether you can throw it perfectly or not. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see. But, of course, guys, this is such an important match for these teams, not just because they want to, you know, stay up the top and keep their chests pounding, but we're getting to the pointy end of the competition, and the top two teams from the ANZ division here of the Rainbow Six APAC Pro League are going to be going to our Season 3 finals for APAC. So they're coming up very, very shortly. In fact, they have just been, we've just put up the event page today. So definitely head on to Eventbrite, check that out. I'm sure you can search on Eventbrite Rainbow Six APAC Pro League Finals or some variation of that and find them. I know bit.ly/R6 APAC S3 also gets you to them, but definitely check those ones out. For now, though, I think we're going to head and take a look at the videos from both of these teams. So, ooh.
Yeah, I'm quite puzzled. Scylla have decided to pick Bank, and, I would often say that that's Corvidae's best map. Chalet, I'm not really surprised to come out as the decider. Like, it's a very strat-heavy map, but Corvidae also seem to favour that one fairly well. But, yeah, I'm really surprised with Scylla letting Bank go through and then picking it. So, strange. But Border, I'm not really surprised for that being in here at all.
Okay, well, do you think maybe Scylla have some sort of counter strat in mind for against Corvidae here on Bank? Is that why they've let it through, or just...
That could be my only guess, honestly. Yeah, it's really puzzling for me. Like, if I was Scylla, I'd probably be trying to put Bank last. Like, I'm surprised they didn't pick Border or Chalet as their map, but...
Well,
sure.
There you go. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out, guys. So, yeah, there's only one way to do it, and that is to jump into the map as soon as both of these teams are ready, so we can see what they are going to be doing. But first off, let's get our predictions. We've actually both predicted the same way for both of our games tonight, which is comforting. I'm kind of getting there. But I'm going to be predicting Corvidae here with a 2-0. I think that obviously their recent form, albeit with a loss to Mind Freak, has just been so strong that a team like Scylla, I just don't think can beat them, particularly now after seeing that Bank.
Yep. I would be surprised if Scylla get a map. If they do get a map, it's going to have to be Border, though. I know Scylla are pretty strong on Border. It's been one of the ones that they've stratted for since the very inception of the team. So
right, okay.
If they're going to get a map, it's going to be Border. That's my guess.
You're still going for a 2-0?
2-0, yeah.
2-0 to Corvidae. Well, there you go, guys. We've got our predictions on the desk, but make sure you tweet us your predictions with the hashtag R6PL, or even put them in the Twitch chat. We don't mind, and I'll make sure we check them out during the breaks, and points to anyone who guesses them correctly. I know that, yeah, we've got the same prediction, both of us, for the second match as well, but we'll leave that until then. Now, in terms of the teams, obviously both Corvidae and Scylla, they've got some good players on it. That's why they're in the Rainbow Six Pro League. But who do you think we should be looking out for, really, to make those big clutch plays for both of these teams?
Well, on the side of Corvidae, we've obviously got... They're all just such good players. Like, Warden, he can just pop off. He's such a good fragger. Like, I was telling one of his teammates a couple of weeks ago that I was playing against him in a ranked match, and I was playing on site, and I just see in the kill feed, Warden killed teammate, Warden killed this teammate, and I was just like, oh no. No. Wildman, who's like, he's just got such good game knowledge, and I reckon maybe also Jack Daddy. Jack Daddy's got that skill of like knowing when to push and when to fall back, and he just pushes that exact amount to be aggressive, but like not running away, especially on defense, and I think that's where he shines.
There you go. And over on the Scylla side, obviously, they've had a few roster changes recently, so we can, I guess, maybe touch on them very quickly. Adding in, was it Yeet to their roster? Yeah,
he's so hit and miss in the fact that he's either going to go massive or he's not going to go massive at all and just die in the first 30 seconds.
Right. Zero a hero, yeah.
Yeah, he's good to watch, I should say. Like, he's always entertaining. He's going to run in and get a 3K, or he's going to run in and die. Like, that's just how he plays, so...
Sounds a bit like how I play. Normally it's the die. Normally.
All right. All right.
Yeah, but look, aside from that, obviously, maybe we can look out for... Is Gaz still... I'm not sure if...
Yeah, I know they took one of those players out that you've got written down there. I can't quite remember off the top of my head which one, though.
Yeah, because they have had quite a few roster kind of shuffles recently, of course, but, keeping their kind of core fraggers, core players.
If anyone, I'd say their next best player is probably going to be Shade.
Right.
He, originally when we saw Warden and Fletch come to Rainbow Six Siege on the Corvidae side, they were playing with Shade and some other guys that don't play Rainbow Six anymore. And they had their own team, Meme Team 6 it was called.
Meme Team 6, I like it.
Yeah. So Shade, he's obviously picked up a lot of experience playing with those guys. But yeah, they've just, I think they've left him behind and moved on to the Corvidae team. So
fair enough.
Maybe he's got some bad blood that he wants to get out of the way.
Oh, well, let's find out. We're going to be jumping into the game now. Got the GLHFs coming out in chat there. Of course, we are on bomb. So let's go ahead and find out what operators we're going to be seeing here.
So the Echo pick, I'm not too surprised by. The fact that we've got an Echo and a Smoke, maybe. Like, they both do the same job. But on this basement defense site on Bank the Locker CCTV room that we're going for, that's probably what you're going to want. Interesting to note, we've got no Jaeger or any Bandit. Maybe they've swapped it out for the Ella.
Right. Okay. So yeah, that Echo, obviously with the Yokai drone. I mean, like I said, how are we expecting that to come out?
Well, Fletch could either he could use it as a intel gathering mechanism, so he could send that up above to the floors above and check that out, or he's going to keep it on site, wait for them to go to the plant, and just shock them whenever they're planting, because that disables the plant and stops the plant and have to start again. So, you know, especially if there's like 10 seconds left, if the Echo drone or the Yokai drone's got eyes on you, you're not going to have a chance of planting really, unless you can kill the Echo who's on his drone. So, but yeah, we are seeing that Ella come out, but that's the only DLC operator.
Okay, well, yeah, we've been seeing a lot of that Ella, so that's not too surprising to be getting out a few of those Grismot mines, but almost more importantly, getting that Scorpion out there. So.
Do some work with it. And so that's Warden on that one. So, yeah, as I said, Warden's such a good frag. He's just got overall just good reflexes and just good game sense. Yep. Yeah, and like a long history of playing FPSs from what I understand, so he's got that aim down pat.
Yeah, nice. So right now we're just seeing a bit of early scouting from the looks of things coming out. Warden there does actually spot the drone, takes it out. It is going to be Yeet here jumping in. Actually missed the full lineup of both of these teams.
We'll go over them next break, hey?
Yeah. In the meantime, though, some shots coming out from Nesp.
Yeah, he's tracking these footprints. They've found the Valkyrie, but they probably want to be tracking the Ella, because that's the one who they did see up there. Looks like he's fallen back at least to the stairwell, maybe even further.
Okay, so Shade right now from Scylla, just running around near those stairs there. Fletch is going to be jumping between those Valkyrie cams, blue ones. Yeah,
I think there was also a few vanilla ones up as well, so...
Yep.
Warden's decided to drop back to site, though. They've wasted plenty of time, and I think Scylla are only just about to start getting ready for their push. As I think it's all defenders on site now, so they don't really have to worry about getting stabbed in the back.
Okay, 1 minute 30 left. Do you think they've left it a little bit too late to start something? Or?
I think they've got plenty of time. They should be able to exhaust all the smoke grenades and all Echoes as long as they move fast from here. They can't take it too much slower.
Well, let's find out how fast they will be moving. We can see Nesp there from Scylla. He's going to be pushing down those stairs, heading into next level underneath there. And there we go. We've got the thermite charge placed there.
Interesting to see. We did see Shade pushing through the garage. I wonder what his plan is for that one. It looks like Warden's going to try and get out of this basement. Claymore's keeping him in check, though.
And nice little pixel peek that Warden's got himself there. It is going to be very hard to push through, but yes, you're right, that Claymore at the top of the stairs is going to have something to say to him if he decides to try and push up there. So in the meantime, Scylla getting, or Nesp rather, from Scylla getting a few smoke grenades out.
But yeah, the smoke toxic grenades are coming out. Well, Warden's found Yeet, so that's what I was talking about. Yeet's either going to die or not do too well.
Yeah, there you go. Well, it's definitely the latter in this one. In the meantime, Nesp still spraying it up with that PDW-9. Of course, 51 bullets in the clip of that SMG as well. Some more smoke comes down. But it's going to be D-Day Josh getting on the side, getting quite low actually. As Rizraz there, he's going to be pushing out a little bit. Shade getting some fire put on towards him as that's going to be Gromf taking down Rizraz and Fletch. Warden though picks up 2 to respond. It's not going to be enough though. The defenders take it out. That is going to be a Corvidae win.
Yeah, so they gave it their best. They were very close to doing the plant, and I like the idea of Shade pushing in through the garage. It just didn't work out in the sense that they did waste too much time, as I said. Like, those smoke grenades really stopped them from planting when they wanted to, and they probably wanted to start planting maybe about 40 seconds rather than, only opening up the walls at 30 seconds. So that did slow them down quite a bit. Yeah.
Oh, I've just spotted something that's maybe a little bit interesting to me, at least. So we've got, well, I guess again the Jackal there. So something we didn't actually see too much last week.
No, and I suppose Bank, we didn't see Bank last week. It was one of the ones we could have seen. But Bank is such a big map that I think he is almost quite important. And he also had a buff recently that he can scan out people twice as fast as what he used to be able to. So every 5 seconds is going to ping someone rather than every 10 seconds. Also interesting to note is that they've gone for the Tellers and Archives bomb site rather than the basement. Yeah.
Interesting. And I mean, Tellers and Archives, they're obviously getting on the ground floor as that is. Slightly less defensible than the basement potentially, but why would they choose to go for that?
Obviously they've got a pocket strat, or well, from the setup that I've already seen, I noticed quite a few different things. So yeah, they're probably hoping that, you know, Corvidae haven't picked the right operators, expecting them to go here and they can do something that's going to shock them or scare them, or like, you know, it's. And even if you win the downstairs, then you got to come up here. So, you know, if you get it out of the way first up, you've given yourself an advantage. And it looks like Wildman might just be running straight into the bomb site.
Right. Okay, well, I wonder how that's going to turn out. Actually, not too badly, as he's just managed to pick up Nesp there, turning into a 5v4. Rizraz finds another one, and it's looking like these guys have managed to get themselves on towards the bomb site here for Corvidae. Wildman will go down, though, to the PDW. Warden finds Yeet, and suddenly it is a 2-on-4.
Yep, and they're getting the plant down as well, because they've got access to the site, and this is, you know, they've seen what Scylla were doing, and they're like, well, you know, we're just going to ignore everything you've done and just rush straight for the site, and it's worked out excellently for them.
Yeah, there you go. So Corvidae, the aggression really paying off, and we hear that bomb ticking. Jack Daddy's going to be able to take down Gromph. Now only D-Day Josh is alive on full HP, but with that bomb ticking, it's not going to matter. Warden finds him. Warden actually getting very, very low in that last little engagement there, but again, Corvidae, pretty comfortable win.
So this is what I say about Corvidae. They have that puggy style. They'll drone it out and they'll see what's happening. They're like, well, we haven't prepared for this kind of defense that we have to push against, so let's just rush the bomb site. And that's what they did. And
yeah.
Maybe Scylla really needed to barricade up those doors and windows that leading right into the bomb site. That would have helped them a lot. Maybe been a bit more liberal with their barbed wire. But yeah, that really probably shouldn't be happening. Maybe, yeah, it's just how Scylla play.
There you go. Well, Scylla obviously need to start trying to turn it around a little bit here. 2-0 down to Corvidae.
And now Corvidae are going to be defending that exact same spot.
Okay.
Seeing as they won downstairs, they've got to change it up.
Yep.
So yeah, the map we were watching just before the Go 4, we saw both teams not favour this bomb site, which I said, you know, this is normally the more favoured one. I wonder if we are going to see some of the other bomb sites on this map. I know Corvidae might do that, and Scylla, if they've got a strat for it, might do it as well.
Yeah, because of course this was Scylla's map pick, wasn't it? Even though we think that, you know, Corvidae, obviously they're showing that they're pretty strong here on Banks. So, yeah.
Once again, we are seeing that Jackal come out. So Banks' size lending to that. Interesting to see we got a Bandit, but once again, no Jaeger on the side of Corvidae. I'm really worried, like if they start throwing some grenades, like. You want your ADS to be like, Jaeger's not only got an excellent gun, but his gadget can be quite important.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll see how that plays out. Obviously not having the anti-grenade system, well, it's going to make some things a little bit easier for Scylla. But there we go, we're going to be getting... Oh, yeah, that didn't seem to work.
Got shot almost immediately, I don't know where from. I think maybe from the... Yeah,
oh,
from
yep,
the
there you
window,
go. Oh, feels like Yeet was almost a little bit lucky there, but does manage to escape. Still 5 alive on both sides. Jack Daddy actually going to knock some wood up on that little gap there. Rizraz sees through the mirror. Going to be getting a spot on towards Nesp, who decides that is not where he wants to go. Shade going to be getting on another little drone there for Scylla that is spotted out. So, again, a little bit of a slower play here from Scylla. They're not wanting to you know, risk anything early on.
I think they've decided they're going to attack from a different angle. Probably too much risk trying to just push where they've obviously set up to defend against.
Yep, yep. Oh, this is dangerous. Here we go. Warden finds one. Going to be spraying for the second. Doesn't quite get it. Shade goes down, though. And Nesp, he's knocked out. See Warden pushing back up there as Yeet does go for the rev.
And Warden's got up and above behind him. This is going to be a slaughter, but oh, they're ready for him.
Yeah, see you later, Warden. Yeet, getting him on the drop. Perfect time, and D-Day Josh actually manages to find Wildman there. Corvidae actually looking a little bit shaky right now. It is a 3-on-3, 1 minute 11 seconds left. Josh is going to be jumping in, gets himself flashbanged up though, and goes down to Rizraz. We'll be seeing Rizraz getting the reload happening on that SMG right after, trying to find Yeet, not going to be able to. 2v2, very tight one.
Well, now Yeet's in the clutch situation. Let's see what he can do.
Let's see. Bomb is ticking. Yeet, 16 bullets left in the clip. Going to be seeing them poke. Gets one. Just needs to get the second now. There you go. Ooh. Easy as you please. Jack Daddy goes down.
What a shot right through the
that was
through the bookcases. Could have been some server-sided.
Oh. Yeah, yeah. There you go.
So yeah, sometimes on the client things are broken on one, but not on the other. But yeah, that was crazy.
It's crazy. So those books obviously favouring Scylla for that one.
Definitely. So yeah, as I said, if Scylla are going to do anything, it's going to be off the back of Yeet, and that's what we saw there. That 1-on-2 clutch.
Yep.
And him also helping them get in that excellent situation there. I think he got a 3K that round, or maybe even a 4K. Yeah,
it would be interesting to look at the scoreboard to see where everyone is sitting at the moment. There you go. So yeah, look at that, 5 and 2. That's what happens when Scylla win around. He's going to be up the top there. In the meantime, Warden for Corvidae is actually at 7 and 1. So Warden's actually doing a lot of work there for Corvidae, isn't he?
Yeah, we're not seeing any of the members of Corvidae step up really. Like they're just getting a frag or two around, and that's it. Whereas Warden's putting them on his back. Interesting to note Fletcher's without a kill. Like Fletch does play a lot of sight anchor and also like drones a lot for his team. So I suppose that maybe just is a testament to how well Scylla are doing on, Corvidae are doing on defense.
Yeah, fair enough. But you definitely want to pick up at least one kill so you're not dropping the donut.
Yeah, people say like, in a game like Rainbow Six where information is power, you don't even need to get a kill to, win rounds for your team or, win games for your teams even. That being said, at this level you do.
Yeah. It's always hard to convince your team when you're, when you just lose a map or lose a game and you're 0 on the score. But it's like, no, I did my part, mate. It's not, you didn't. You had 10 kills, but it's always going to be a tough sell. But look, right now, I'm going to be seeing one drone going down there as it's looking like Corvidae just getting some more drones happening. Yeet actually finds Rizraz. So Yeet, he's actually not stopping in this round. And Corvidae, I think they really need to shut that man down.
Definitely. So interesting to note, they have gone back for this ground floor bomb site once again.
Yep.
They're not going downstairs, not changing up when they think they need to. And they're playing almost no one on site. I don't know why Corvidae don't do what worked out for them last time and just rush.
Yeah, just rush the site, take control of that. Oh, Shade actually going to win that one against Wildman, and that's not what you want. You don't want your top fragger going down this early in the round. Corvidae losing 2 so far. 1 minute 45 seconds left, and it is 5 on 3.
So they're going to have to melee this down. 11 hits it's going to take. It's going to take a while, and I think they're going to hear that and be ready for it.
Yeah. Claymore coming down there, and we're seeing Warden slowly make his way in. Some shots fired. DJ Josh is going to be ready for them. Not ready enough, though, as Warden finds him. Shade takes out Fletch in response to take another one of the Corvidae members down. Only 2 are up. A few little gadgets destroyed there by Warden.
Now we see that Echo drone trying to grab some information. It's quickly taken out, but Warden almost lost his head for that.
Yes, so Warden is still up. Little hope for Corvidae there. This could be identifying Bandit. Some of that barbed wire is going to be going down. Thanks to Jack Daddy. Still got one more EMP grenade in that kit.
I'm not sure how much use it's going to be for him, actually. Like, they don't really have excellent utility in this case. Oh, sorry, they've actually gone for the other bomb site. I just realised that.
Cheeky little little nade there.
Looks like Shade might run right into Warden right here if they're not careful.
Oh, yeah, there you go. And Shade does actually go down. Warden going to be popping him off. But it is now a 1-on-3. Warden's going to have to pull off something pretty magical. He does have the kit, though. Bomb has been located. Yeet there. Spots him out first. Warden goes down. And Scylla, they're really coming back into this one. Looking pretty strong, turning the tables a little bit against Corvidae.
100% off the back of Yeet. He's warmed up now, and he's going large.
He's going big.
What was that, a 3K, that one?
Oh, yeah, easy. Let's see. Yeet, 7. Yeah.
And yeah, Warden's on 9. Like the rest of Corvidae, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Corvidae had come into this one, you know, just like, oh, this would be just a open and shut case.
Yeah, a little bit relaxed, maybe too relaxed. I mean, well, yeah, maybe they're on bank as well, which is like, oh yeah, we're on bank. You know, comfortable enough.
Yeah, maybe Scylla are planning not to go downstairs at all, and that's why they've picked this map. It could be interesting to see because they've chosen 2 different bomb sites, both on the ground floor, which, you know, is probably normally unheard of.
Well, there you go. It's definitely making it heard of now, as we are going to be seeing this next bomb site, of course, on the basement floor for Corvidae, from the looks of things. Setting that one up, they have got the Valk in as well. It's going to be Wildman. It's getting a bit of the scenery down.
Once again, Fletcher's on the Echo, and yeah, he's probably going to sit back in the vault somewhere, nice and hidden, you know, try and deny them the plant when it comes to that. We'll see if Scylla can go a bit faster this time. Looks like they might maybe just go on Route 1 right through the sewer.
Oh yeah, getting a bit wet down there, but seems like the drone's going to be coming out first from DJ Josh, as he does poke himself in there. Sees the bomb.
Well, yeah, it looks like the rest of Scylla have spread out, but it's just DJ Josh going through the sewer. I really don't like that. Like, you don't really want to have your Thermite pushing on his own or just pushing full stop until he's done his job. So
obviously that Thermite is such a crucial kind of key asset to your team that, you know, no one else can you know, really take down those reinforced walls.
Well, they don't have the Habana, but like if they do what they did last time, they're going to try and get the Habana through the garage and open up a different angle into the hallway. So yeah, that could be something we're going to see as well. But I think Warden is still on the roam, unless he's been forced out here. No, he's going back to site. But I think they may have sensed up his footprints, and he's going to have to reposition thanks to that Jackal.
Okay, there you go, and he sees that little drone there from Yeet. Yeah, definitely putting the pressure on Scylla. No one's dropped down just yet, though. So we're seeing Gromp with that underbarrel.
So yeah, Warden's coming into the garage again. I think they may expect Shade to come to this exact same spot. He's got Diffuser, so if he is, he's going to have to drop that. Otherwise, that could be a bit silly.
Let's find out. It's looking like he's feeling pretty confident here, Shade. Let's stick with him as he's running across. Nesp does take out that floor.
So yeah, he's dropped it off, and I think he may be thinking about running around, or he's just going to maybe pressure from one of these hatches.
Okay. Smart move then, as we are going to be seeing DJ Josh come again through the sewers. Trying for a take 2. Only a minute left, though, so I think Scylla may have to,
if they're quick about it. If they're quick about it, they might have a bit more time. But, you know, I said that last time, and they decided to take it slow.
There you go. So getting the Thermite there on the wall. DJ Josh, he's just checking up his drone, making sure everything's clear.
So Gromf is probably going to maybe do what he did last round as well. When they go for the plant, he's going to push in and try and just throw some havoc behind their lines.
Okay.
Shade looks like he's also going to be trying to do the same thing, but Rizraz seems well aware of this.
Yeah, there's a nice position from Rizraz. He's just waiting till Shade's right out in the open. There you go. Oh, no, it doesn't find the shots, though. Oh, lucky for Rizraz. Manages to take him down, but there you go. Is that a wallbang, I think? Potentially on towards Rizraz. But Corvidae responding. Fletch and Warden have just taken down 2, including Mr. Yeet. 15 seconds left now in the round. And Nesp is going to be trying to find the kill onto Warden. 10 seconds left now.
They're not going to be able to hold out long enough to go for the plant, especially with that drone there.
No.
He's missed it, I think.
There you go. Yeah, it's not looking like it. So that is going to be Wildman picking up another couple to help finish off the round there for Corvidae, pulling through and getting one back against Scylla.
Yeah, Corvidae looking a lot better now after those 2 rounds in a row where they went down to Yeet. So yeah, what actually happened? Yeet dropped from the elevator. He got that kill onto Rizraz, which was the mirror, but then Fletch immediately traded him back. So
right.
Getting a nice angle on the mirror there, but Fletch is too smart for that. And that was like a very, how would I describe it? Like a not a laid back defense, but like they were far back from the bomb site and defending like
right, maybe
deep
very
from within.
Passive,
yeah, kind of like they pretty much had no one playing in the server room, which is, the CCTV room, which is what we'd normally see. But like, they also had people set up at pivot points even further back, like in the vault, just to help support if they got pushed from those behind angles as well, which is what we saw, and it worked out well for them. So
yeah, did the trick.
So yeah, we're seeing once again Scylla go for this Tellers and Archives. Like they did win when it was in the open area. So yeah,
changing it up a little bit.
Well, yeah, really don't want to go downstairs from what I can tell.
10 seconds to go.
Okay, so now we can see Corvidae. Let's see what intel they're gathering. I mean, is there anything that you're really looking at when you're on the attack on bank and getting those early scouts out? I mean,
judging by the setup we saw from those 3 ones, is they're all downstairs or towards the garage here. So I think they might push in through there, which I think is a bit of a strange spot to push through. And look, here we go. They're scouting out that area as well when we've got 4 members heading into the garage. So it's just Corvidae style, just play puggy and
just Corvidae things.
Yeah, do something crazy and like just rely on your fragging power. It was worked for the most part. They're in the lead right now, and they've gained access for the building. Not a conventional spot to go through, but they're in, and you know they've only got this wall to contest with, and they're at the bomb site.
Yep, there you go. So taking out some cameras on their way. And so going to be getting pretty close. Rizraz going to be the point man there, leading the charge. Do have that thermite on that wall.
He's just going to check it out, see what's happening on the other side, and then he's going to pop it, I reckon.
Yep. Okay, so meantime, what else is happening? We've got Fletch there getting out his drone.
Yeah, he's going to watch his flanks. So I really like this plan that we got coming out from Corvidae. Once you've opened busted that wall open, there is a spot where you can plant in relative safety.
Okay.
And you know you don't really have to worry about them getting angles on you unless they push on out. We've got to see what is he doing there. Wildman just runs on in, pre-fires one area and loses the diffuser.
Yeah, that's not going to be too good at all. Wildman going down for Corvidae, but Rizraz responds. He's doing some work on towards Nesp and Shade. Finds 2 with the R4C. 4 versus 2 at the moment in favour of Corvidae. Do get the diffuser picked up back again. It's going to be old mate Jack putting that one down.
And they've got control of the site, and they're getting the plant down. This round's over, unless D-Day Josh goes crazy.
But yeah, as much as I would love it, I just don't think that's going to happen. So find out though, he's pretty keen, but with 4 members of Corvidae up here, this is looking pretty done and dusted. He does manage to find Rizraz though, who has been putting a few good points on the board this round for himself, making himself known. Jack Daddy, just picking the window at the wrong time. There you go. Jack Daddy finds him, and that is going to be another Corvidae win on the attack.
So we're on match point now for Corvidae, and once again, I'm just so baffled as to why we saw Scylla pick bank. It's really Corvidae's strength. Like, you should probably steer away from that.
Yeah, it's weird. It seemed like they had, you know, a few kind of ideas in mind in those early rounds, and maybe that's what helped them get those 2 on the board, as well as some awesome fragging from Yeet, of course. But yeah, Yeet's kind of fallen off the board here. Corvidae have composed themselves. We are going to be seeing a sledge there, though. It's interesting.
Yeah, well, normally we've been seeing a buck from Gromp so far. He's changed it over to the sledge. Sledge and Buck, like on bank, what they've been doing with their Buck is they've been getting him into the top floor and just opening up all those hatches so they can drop down them very fast. Sledge can do the same thing, of course. You know, the reason why you pick Buck over Sledge is he's better at opening up the floors, like the not hatches, just like the straight up floors.
Right.
And also, you know, he can open up things from a range. But Sledge has got a much more controllable gun, and of course the SMG-11 is a secondary. So he's yeah, I would rather play Sledge over Buck just for that sole reason that his guns are easier to use than Buck's. It's notorious for having super high recoil.
Well, that's pretty valid reason. Yeah, the L85A2 assault rifle.
So yeah, maybe that's why they've made that change up there.
Yeah, maybe. Interesting. And a bit of a fun fact for anyone out there, the L85A2, of course, the second variation on the L85, the A1 being the initial one deployed into British service that really did not go so well. It went so badly that they had to spend many millions of dollars getting a German company to fix their British rifle.
I have read that before, yep.
Yeah. I like all of the kind of guns in the game here. They really, Ubisoft really picked some good ones.
Shade suspicious of a camera being in that corner. It's a common spot.
Yeah, Gromf on that sledge. He's going to be starting to make his way towards that CCTV room. Do see one drone in the archives there. Wildman doing?
He's opening up the floor.
Ah, right, there you go.
Deagle just melts walls and floors. So.
Oh, TJ Josh, he's running. But yeah, Fletch up the top here now. We're moving through the lounge, and oh, Nesp actually tripped something, I think.
Yeah, that's the Grismont mine. So it looks like they might be trying to do what Corvidae did to them, just pushing straight for the start. Looks like Wildman's going to have the drop on one there. Well, Warden's got one.
Yeah, there you go. And Wildman actually finds two. Warden, like you said, found D-Day Josh there, and Wildman is not letting those archives go without a big fight. Warden there spotted out by Shade. Shade, he's not making too many shots connect. He's going to go down for it. Needed to make those ones work. And suddenly it's a 5v1. He is yeet, but he's not yeet enough to turn that one around. Rizraz finds him. That is going to be a Corvidae map number 1.
Yep, 5-2. I'm surprised that Scylla got 2 rounds off him, especially being Corvidae's best map. Yeah, pretty much open and shut case. And, you know, even when they are playing that buggy style, they still come out on top with those rushes towards the bomb site.
Yep.
And such. Just a total outclassing here. And look, Warden on 12 kills.
Oh, beautiful. Good stuff there by Warden. Just consistent play through every single one of those rounds. GG's coming out there, and that Corvidae, they've got to be pretty happy with that. You know, lost 2, but at the end of the day,
yeah,
still a good result. Win's a win.
A win's a win, yep. So, yeah.
So
not really much to analyse from it, really. Like, it was just Corvidae just dominating, well, apart from those 2 rounds where Yeet popped off, and that's it.
Yeah, I got to agree with you there. I mean, like, Yeet, really, he was the sole reason in my mind why they won those 2 rounds. Just, you know, going for those excellent trades and and making them work. But at the end there, obviously, Warden really coming up big on the board there for Corvidae. And the sledge pick at the end there for Scylla didn't really seem to do too much.
Yeah.
I don't think. So, yeah. Anyways, that was a fantastic way to start off our night, guys. We're going to be jumping off to a super short break before bringing you back map 2 between these 2 teams. Stay tuned.
The Rainbow Six competitive scene has grown pretty big from when it first started with 10 to 15 teams. And then as the time's gone on, the game's gotten bigger throughout the world. And then our scene's just blown up.
It feels really amazing knowing that I'll be playing in the Pro League. I never really thought I'd get here. I think I've grown a lot as a player, and it's a really amazing experience to be playing.
I'm really excited to be part of the Pro League. Like, we've been waiting years to actually have a Pro League.
Playing in the Pro League is going to be different because it's all best of 3 matches, so it sort of gives us time to adapt to how the enemy team are playing and go from there.
Yeah, taking on the best teams in Asia is something that I've always looked forward to.
We definitely are looking forward to taking them on. We haven't scrimmed them yet, so it'll be a good experience too before the APAC and learn how different their meta is compared to ours.
The secret to Corvidae's success is our team synergy. So me, Warden and Fletch have played together for almost a whole year, and then our new teammates have just intertwined with us really greatly. Our play styles fit each other, we have each other's backs.
A lot of our players are incredibly skilled. We had Rizraz dropping 19 kills in a game, which is pretty impressive.
When we lose a round or a match, we go back over it, discuss like in detail what we did wrong, and then we just adapt for the next match we play. Like, we spend hours, take lots of criticism from each other, and then we just work on it to get better.
If we qualified for Brazil, that'd be pretty crazy.
If we qualified for the Brazil finals, I'd be over the moon because all of our hard work and practice would pay off. We would also take Corvidae's Australian name into the international scene.
There we go. That was a fantastic little insight into the minds of Corvidae there, and great to see them, you know, so ambitious, wanting to get towards Brazil, towards the global finals, and obviously first up, they've got to get towards our APAC finals, but it's looking like they're well and truly on track to do that.
Yep, definitely.
Sam. Yes, well, if you're just joining us, we have just seen map 1 between Corvidae and Team Scylla right there, and it went Corvidae's way, 5-2, but that's bank. It's time for another map, time for Corvidae, well, time for Scylla to reset themselves, I think, and see if they can't get one on the board.
Yeah, well, Border's the pick, and as I said before, if Scylla pick up a map, it's going to be this one. They've definitely practiced it ever since the inception of their team, so yeah, if they're going to pull out the big guns, maybe that's the one to do it on.
Maybe Border. Okay, well, look, I'll be interested to see. I think either way, maps aside, we are definitely going to need to see Yeet going as big as he did in those first two, well, in those 2 games that Scylla actually won on bank there. So, look, overall, when you're up against a team that ambitious, you know, that kind of dedicated, obviously we saw Corvidae there, you know, talking about how they get together after their games, they analyze them, they, you know, pick on each other's mistakes and you know, actually take criticism for to try and get better. It's not often that you actually see a competitive team doing that.
I suppose, like, I think first and foremost they're friends and then they're teammates. Like, I think that's how the team came about.
Yep.
Like, they were more friends, and they're like, you know, well, let's just leave our respective teams and form our own team because, you know, we're just such good mates, and I think that's probably what gives it that gel to stick together like that.
Yeah, well, that's nice, and you know, I think having that gel and having a team that is, you know, bonded like that together, not just, you know, for one of wanting to win, because you actually enjoy playing with each other as a team and you know, enjoy each other's company to an extent. You know, that has obviously taken them pretty far so far, and well, hopefully can take them further, whether it be to Brazil. We'll have to find out later on. But right now they've got Scylla to crack. Scylla still could come back in towards this one. You never know. You know, it's looking a little bit tough for them at the moment to get the next 2, because we've got obviously Border up next, and then it was
Chalet if it goes to it.
Chalet if it goes to a tiebreaker. But look, right now, I'm just hoping Scylla can put up a good fight here on Border. Like you said, their favourite map. In terms of operator picks, we saw some slightly different ones there on bank to what we're used to seeing last week on the Borders and Oregons.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll see anything different here?
I definitely don't think we're going to see Jackal. This map's a lot smaller.
Yep.
Of course, the only DLC operator we did see just then was Ella. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Corvidae bring out a Legion on this map. Like, that could be something I can see.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
But yeah, we're not going to see too much in terms of like the original, change up in terms of the original operators we got. Like we do have Buck and a Sledge this time, which is pretty smart, and a Thatcher. Now, Thatcher isn't necessary, but it does make your job a lot easier, especially attacking this Armory Lockers Archives bomb site.
Okay. Right, so let's see how that plays out. I mean, for those that may not be too familiar with Border here, you know, what is the logic there behind getting that Thatcher?
Okay, so they're going to be pushing for the Armory wall, which is just left of where Yeet is reinforcing the floor. And so they're going to put bandit batteries down there probably, and so, you know, they're going to just use the Thatcher to destroy the bandit batteries. There are ways you can go beneath and shoot up through the floor to destroy the bandit batteries. Yep. But just taking the Thatcher instead just makes it so much easier. However, judging by what they've just done, they've just completely opened up that wall rather than reinforcing it. So
right, that's interesting. Yeah.
That, you know, that Thatcher might just be, you know, not too useful. That being said, like, we are seeing a lot more Thatcher with the introduction of Ella, because her gadget is just so annoying.
Yeah, no, we actually did see lots of those Grismont mines working on bank there, so...
Yep. Yeah. So it seems like Corvidae have seen that wall's been opened up, and they're just going to push from this other angle.
Yeah, Wildman there's going to be pushing through that drone, getting a bit of scouting happening. Jack Daddy decides to knock down a Claymore just on the top of those stairs. See if we can't catch anyone out. Warden getting that underbarrel shotty happening and putting a few holes in those walls. Bomb has been located.
So yeah, it's a pretty interesting setup here from Scylla. They've like pretty much opened up everything rather than reinforcing and trying to funnel them. They're opening up everything and saying, this ground is ours. If you want to move in here, you're going to get shot at, rather than say, move in here and then we'll try and deny you. Okay.
So going for a bit more of the, well, I guess kind of kill-oriented approach rather than area denial. Rizraz there, getting a few nades out. Actually, D-Day Josh has just managed to find Wildman. That is not a good start for Corvidae, losing their top fragger in the last map early on. And Thermite, yeah, exactly. So that is not great news for them, but let's see if they can come back. Warden, in the meantime, we just saw him darting around. We've got Rizraz poking through the door there in the meantime. Yeet has just found Warden, as Rizraz did manage to get the kill onto Shade there. Fletch finds Yeet. So that's going to be a big loss for Scylla. It is a 3-on-3. The diffuser has been picked up again. Going to be held by Fletcher, and it looks like he's going to be changing it up.
Yep, so he's going to jump on up to where Rizraz is, and he's probably going to try and jump in through the window and go for the plant there. That's my guess. They do have a foothold in sight, especially with Jack Daddy in there, but he's pretty low. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes for the EMP grenade and actually darts out, so maybe using that as a little bit of cover, but Rizraz and Fletch here are looking poised to get inside the site. Throws one stun grenade out. He's going to be jumping in. A few shots going to be coming in, not hitting him yet though, but there we go. That bomb is going down.
Looks like he might get shot through the floor, but they didn't know it was going down. Diffuser's been activated.
Oh yeah, and Rizraz just found Nesp there. Rizraz sitting outside the window. Diffuser is active and ticking away. And we see Josh just crawling in towards there. Some shots coming out. I think he might have just spotted out Rizraz. Not going to be able to find him just yet, though. And he's got lots of angles to cover. Jack Daddy, in the meantime, did take out Gromp. Jack Daddy's still so low. Yep, there we go. Goes down to D-Day Josh. Can he find Rizraz as well? He's still got 17 bullets left in that Scorpion. That clip is just not letting go. Comes out, spotted in 1 second, finds him. Oh, gets the knife! Josh with the knife kill onto Rizraz, and now he's trying for the defuse.
He doesn't have enough time, and Fletcher's going to take him down easy as you like. I really feel like that round should have been Scylla's. They were in a 3-on-3. The trades have gone back fairly evenly. But like the trades are always going to favour the defenders, and the fact that there's less angles that they have to watch from, and they just have to sit back and wait passively. The fact that Fletch was able to jump in and just plant without any attempts to deny that,
it wasn't hard for him, was it?
They had someone down below with holes through the floor looking up. Like they really should have been able to deny that plant there, but they weren't able to, and Corvidae win that round.
There you go. So Corvidae off to a good start there. Going to be switching it up a little bit now, of course, with Corvidae on the defense. Scylla going to be on the attack. Let's see what they're rolling out with. I do see a Capitao there. So,
See, I really like Capitao on this map, especially when you're going for a plant. Like, I really feel like people don't use Capitao as much as they probably could, especially with some strategies. When you're going for the plant, he's great for ensuring that people aren't pushing out on the angles to get some shots onto the planter. And I really don't think some teams utilise that as much as they could.
Yeah, and on a map here like Border inside, I mean, you don't have too many of those really wide open
it's really
rooms,
cramped, isn't it?
So those kind of smallish radius grenades definitely do work. So yeah, I'm a fan of Capitao.
And once again, we've got that Ella coming out. So no surprise. Still none of the other DLC operators, but we can hope.
We can hope, exactly. But there we go. It's time for the action phase. Oh, we do actually see a little bit of a push outside. I'm not too sure who that was. But one of the Scylla guys getting aggro.
Yeah, no, I don't know what that was. I was going to say it's probably a Valkyrie throwing cameras out, but they don't have a Valkyrie, so...
Yeah, maybe Shade just getting a little bit aggro. Who knows? Anyway, we're going to be seeing Wildman there on the smoke with the M59 0A1 shotty.
Just sussing out what's on the cameras. So yeah, they're only going to last a certain amount of time, these cameras, before they're taken down. Like, they don't have any Valkyrie cameras, just the standard ones, so...
Yep.
They shouldn't last too long.
Shade there, going to be throwing out that thermite, and he's got his drone there, going to be pushing that in, get a little bit of information right after the thermite goes off.
It's interesting to know. It looks like Scylla is setting up for a pretty similar push to what we saw Corvidae do just last round.
Okay. Oh, and look at that. We've actually got Yeats there.
So he shot that breaching round up through the floor, but it actually hit the electrified charge and destroyed it, I believe.
Oh, there you go. Oh, in the meantime, we're going to be seeing Scylla continue to push in. They're getting nice and close to the site right now. And Yeet actually manages to find Warden, so that's a big kill to start off from Scylla. And there we go, we've got two of those Corvidae members rotating after they heard that wall going down. Shade going to be peeking around. Oh, does he just see Rizraz? Rizraz is in a lot of trouble, but he manages to take 2 kills. Can he get a third? Reload happening on that MP7 there. Yeet's going to be trying to peek him from the window. Not going to be finding anything just yet, though. And he's in a lot of danger. Does manage to find a third, though. Can he get the fourth? Yes, he can! Rizraz doing work right now.
He's on for the ace. We did see Wildman do a team kill in the middle of that, but Rizraz just too strong right now.
Yeah, going huge, and he doesn't have much health left, but if you can find Gromph, then that will be the 5. 46 seconds left. Gromph, it's a very hard task ahead of him. There's 3 members of Corvidae left up. On you, 2 of them are hurt a little bit. Dodging the Claymore.
Yeah, he's got to contend with that mirror. He's going to let Rizraz ace.
There you go. Good shot from Rizraz. And yeah, there you go. That is an ace. Was that our first ace that we've seen in the studio here?
I believe so.
Yeah, fair effort. That was a very, very easy way to end it there from Rizraz. Just
yeah, so what we saw there is we saw Scylla like, all right, let's take over the offices next to the bomb site. Let's open up the wall. Oh, wait a minute. Rizraz just run right out what we've opened up and just killed us all. Like,
yeah, that's... you know, it's like a plan that looks good on paper. You're like, okay.
Yeah, he was so close to dying so many times. Like we saw Yeet firing through the window at Rizraz. We saw Rizraz run right out into the open where Dead Josh was and go down. Like he probably, he probably shouldn't have survived that, but he did. And
well, good on Rizraz. Good to see another member of the Corvidae squad, though, coming big. You know, not just Warden. So, yeah, there you go. This time, Warden's actually throwing the donut at the moment. It's Rizraz with 7 kills so far. So, he's looking really, really good.
Yeah, it's just Corvidae's one of those teams where any member on any day can be the one that's popping off.
Absolutely. So... Yeet there, haven't seen him popping off too much for the Scylla squad, in this map at least. Rizraz there, so he's getting a nice view of a wall.
Yeah, he's just hiding his drone so you can't see the red light on it. And
oh yeah, nice.
Yeah. In pubs you do that so no one scans on your drone and gets it killed as well. Everyone's just about them points, to be honest.
Oh yeah, gotta love the points. In the X, but what else we've got? 3 minutes, just tick down. How's this defense looking from your eyes?
So I saw a few interesting reinforcements going on downstairs, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be a very similar defense to what they had set up last time. That being said, okay, they've got this wall opened up, but they don't have the fountain wall opened up, so it looks like they may be coming into that just now. So it looks like a bit of a delayed setup. We also see Rizraz very close to Gromph there.
Yeah, Gromph had the right idea. A bit of a wall spray. Not going to be coming through with much, though.
And, yeah, Dead Josh is just right on the other side of the wall here to him. Flashbang's going to come out, but I think they don't know he's there. I think they're more interested in Gromph. That being said, he just gave himself away.
Ah, yeah, there you go. Flashbang helps Rizraz finish him off. Rizraz, though, not going to be getting the ace this time as he does go down to Gromph. Fletch finds Gromph right after, though, so Corvidae still in the lead in terms of kills. 4 to 3 left alive at the moment.
Corvidae trading excellently there.
Now we're seeing Shade through. Only 3 shells left in the shoddy there.
He's making lots of holes in those walls. It's going to eat it up.
Yeah. Nest with the Vector lying down. Bomb located. Seeing him just sitting up there in the lockers. Right next to him is a member.
Yeah, it looks like we're probably going to see Scylla members just try and hold on site. Oh, that was very close there from Shade.
And the SMG-11 just not quite enough to get them through that one. There's Shade. He's going to be peeking around. There's lots of members there of Corvidae just outside where he is. Yeet from Scylla. Seeing what he can find. Just misses Fletch there. So close. Warden peeking up. Wildman. Surely he's spotted there by Yeet. No, not quite. There you go. Warden is, though. Yeet takes him down. 3 versus 3. Wildman picks back up the diffuser as Fletch there. It's going to be staying. Oh,
they're just dodging each other.
Ring around the rosies. This is, you need the Benny Hill theme song for this. This is very hard to watch, but Fletch is going to be getting on the drone, or at least trying to for a moment. 25 seconds left.
Yep, they're just going to do one last drone, make sure the bomb site's clear, jump on in, and going to try and go for the plant in just a moment. Same spot once again. Ooh, Fletch is going to get forced out. I think the plant's going through quite successfully, but no, Nespa's taking him out.
Oh, yeah, there you go, and it's a 2-on-2. 6 seconds left, and we do see Fletch pushing in. The diffuser has been picked up, but there you go. Shade gets the wall bang, and that's going to be it. It's going to be a defender's win. Scylla taking out their first one on border.
Very nicely done there by Shade. He gets the floor bang from below, downs him. I can't remember if he finished off the kill or not, but yeah, win by timeout there. Very well done there by Shade.
Yeah, good stuff. It's the first time we've really seen Shade come into a bit of a clutch situation like that this game, I think.
So yeah, interesting to note, we did see Nesp sacrifice himself to deny the plant, and that's really what we should have seen happen in that very first round when it was that 3-on-3.
Yeah, and they just got the easy plant down.
So, like, obviously sacrificing yourself in that idea may not work out 100% of the time. Like, let's say he runs around the corner and starts shooting at the planter, but he dies before he can kill him. Okay, that time he got the kill straight away, and there was no plant at all. Shay was able to deny it, and he was all the way downstairs, safe as you like. Probably not going to die in that situation.
There you go, and I've just noticed something a little bit different on this next round here on the attack. Scylla actually going to be picking up the fuse, so those cluster charges.
So yeah, that's fairly common, especially for when they're attacking top down. So they're going to take the top floor, and then they're going to push to the bottom floor there. I think we're also seeing Blackbeard for the first time this whole matchup.
Yeah, we haven't really seen too much Blackbeard. I mean, obviously last week in the Athletico taboo game, Blackbeard was, every single... Yeah, absolutely, a staple. But it'll be interesting to see how Yeet can use him. We did see some really big Blackbeard play last week, so hopefully Yeet can make it work.
So yeah, it looks like they've changed up their operators slightly. We're seeing D-Day Josh is on the Ash, and so Yeet's decided, well, if I'm not going to play Ash, I'm going to play Blackbeard instead. So yeah, they're going to go push for this top floor, use those fuse charges from above, and then try and push in for the plant at some point.
Okay. Let's see how that works out. Drop in the meantime, getting a bit of scouting happening. Where else? We've got some drones coming into the house. Jack Daddy getting one of those ADS systems down. Gonna stop a few grenades from heading in. Nesp actually has found an early kill onto Warden. Warden's not having a great game so far on here on border.
Border just doesn't seem to be his thing, does it?
No.
But yeah, we can see Corvidae are investing a lot of utility up above, and oh, that was so close there by Shade.
Let's see Yeet, that's his teammate. In the meantime, Yeet's going to be jumping through there as Blackbeard does actually get flashed up there.
Yeah, that's the Grismont mine from Ella coming into effect.
Romph holding the doorway. Going to be seeing Shade pushing through with D-Day Josh. Bit of a deadly duo there.
So they're going to open up some sight lines into the bomb site, and going to try and fuse down from above in just a moment, I'd say. Now, Ness probably wants to move further in up above.
Ooh, Jack Daddy in the meantime has actually just found D-Day Josh, so Shade's got to be a little bit careful here. Knows one of them's near. Yeet, though, picks up Jack Daddy. Shade picks up Wildman, and this is looking good for Scylla with Gromp picking up another. Another one goes down, and that's going to be a Scylla win there on the attack.
So, yeah, what we saw there, like that downstairs bomb site is not as defensible. I really like the idea that we saw coming out from Scylla, pushing the top floor and also pushing the bomb site at the same time. Normally you'd see a team send everyone up top to clear it out and then start pushing down on the defenders. However, they just seem to pick up those frags so easily. And,
yeah.
4-on-1, you're in the driving seat. Nest gets the kill, easy as you like.
Oh, and look at this. We've got a Montagna.
I just noticed that too.
Coming in here. I'm excited for that.
So that kind of tells me we're going to see they're just going to maybe try and just push straight for the bomb site downstairs. Unless they were expecting them to go for the top floor once again. Oh no, they won it. They have to go downstairs, of course. So, interesting to see what they do with this, Monty.
Sure, Monty. Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably going to push right in through the door where Gromp is right now. Or one of those around there. That's my guess for that Monty setup. Let's wait and see.
Okay, aside from Monty, they've got some pretty standard stuff. You've got your Ash, Shabana, Thatcher, Thermite. So, nothing too crazy outside of that. But on the defender's side, looks like we've got, again, pretty standard stuff. Scylla, actually, I feel as though they've been using that Black Mirror really well. On Nest.
I'd agree.
They always seem to, spot. It just seems to get a lot done. Seems to get a lot of spots done.
They seem to know like exactly where the enemy is going to be pushing from.
Yeah. Yep. So there you go, Rizraz getting the first breaching round out, and Warden leading the way.
The wall's just going to waltz his way right in there.
Beautiful.
A bomb has been located.
Oh, bomb's been located. There you go. Let's see how we go.
So yeah, they're obviously going to try and avoid pushing this top floor right here. Well, and there we go.
See ya. See ya, Josh. D-Day Josh is going to be going down to Rizraz.
So yeah, they probably really don't expect them to just be pushing the ground floor. They're probably just going to expect them to do what is standard, which is take the top floor. So Josh probably would have been surprised to see an enemy down on the ground floor at that point.
Okay. And now Gromf is actually seemingly under a lot of pressure here because he knows there's 2 drones in there. Knows that Josh has just died outside his window, and well, there you go. Gets caught out taking down a drone, and Wildman is going to be picking up one for himself.
That being said, Wildman might be in a position for a world of hurt right now. C4 is going to come out, doesn't do too much damage, or I don't think any.
Yeah, there you go. Wildman actually picking up the kill on towards Yeet. And we can see here Nesp up in the archives looking down on towards the bomb site. Not going to be finding too much just yet. They aren't directly on the bomb site yet, are Corvidae. Oh, but there you go. We've got Fletch pushing up on towards it. Has Fletch been spotted? No, I don't think Shade saw him.
Scylla are just going to try and defend this from on top. They don't want to get down. Well, it's a 1-on-5 now. He's in a minute to go. He probably doesn't have much of a chance of getting a timeout either.
Yes, this is going to be tricky. He does see Jack Daddy though, so that's going to be an easy kill there for Shade. But again, when you're working with that SMG-11, it's always going to be hard, isn't it? Maybe if you've got a Scorpion in your hands.
Plenty of ammo. But yeah, he's going to have to either drop this hatch or go the long way around, and he's already used up a third of his time.
Oh, yep, there you go. He will see Wildman. Wildman sees him as well though, so we'll be going down, and that will be a Corvidae win. So Scylla, they're putting up a good fight here on border, but that was a nice strat by Corvidae, obviously catching Scylla off guard a little bit early on with that nice early pick on towards D-Day Josh. Yeah,
I'd say that's probably Scylla's weakness. I suppose they kind of put out these mental rules that everyone's going to play the meta that they're playing.
Yeah, they just expect everything to, They're the sorts of guys who you're on TS with or on Discord with, and someone pushes out and kills them. They're like, "What? He shouldn't have done that."
As if you're allowed to run outside like that. They just don't expect it, and maybe they should have at that point, especially coming up against Corvidae.
Yeah, well, exactly. Honestly, Corvidae, watching these guys play, one of my first times watching them play, and they are really showing just such a wide variety of strats here, and showing that they're so flexible with everything. Not having to rinse and repeat anything, or
like they're always doing something different, and it always seems to work.
Yeah, just throwing the Montagna in there, and it obviously worked pretty well.
Yeah, I don't think the Monty did anything really, except for just be menacing.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Just like, oh no, there's a Monty right there. Let's just retreat a bit.
Yeah. I guess that's all he has to do sometimes, really, is if he was a normal operator, then, you just shoot him. But
5 seconds left before insertion.
Yeah, so that's one of those roles where getting 0 kills, you can still win it for your team.
Yeah, for sure.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
But we're not going to be seeing any Monty this time. Going to be getting the Ella from the looks of things. Is that a Twitch as well, I assume?
So yeah, this is something we saw Athletico try and do with this mirror upstairs. It gives you lots of vision through the whole top floor. So Yeah, good to see that Corvidae are trying to change it up once again. That being said, Yeet's getting pressured here by Warden.
Yeah, Warden there with a Scorpion. Oh, does actually spot out that drone from Nasp, and Nasp is going to spot him.
He's trapped in this back, so he has to push out.
Ooh, got plenty of bullets left in that Scorpion, but now Wildman actually is in a little bit of trouble. Yeet finding him, but there we go. Rizraz takes down Yeet, and Warden's still in a little bit of trouble because they know where he is, but it looks like Nasp.
Still need to expend more players over here. Here we go.
Come on. Oh, there's a grenade. Oh no, this is not pleasurable to watch for Warden. Does not actually affect him though.
Tiniest amount of damage, I think.
Oh, just a nick. Just a nick. Gromph looking at that doorway, and I don't think Warden's going to be in a hurry to push out just yet. Wildman though actually does get res from the looks of things.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
I don't know. Scylla are just too worried about pushing in there now that they got taken down from above.
Oh, Gromph getting so low there to Warden. Warden can't quite finish him off, but pushes through, tries to get the wall bang. Not going to be happening though. Wildman's still alive by the skin of his teeth, and there you go. That's going to be Rizraz taking down Gromph as Gromph's looking just at the wrong pixel. DJ Josh getting some sprays in towards that bomb side as well. Nesp coming around the outside. He's on the north balcony right now. Not going to be seeing Jack Daddy, who's prone down there.
It's a 5-on-2. It's looking quite impossible. And then we got 5-on-1.
Yep, there you go. And Warden picks up another couple. So Corvidae looking pretty strong right there. Warden putting lots of kills on the board himself. Oh, how easy is that? It just makes it look like clockwork. Like, you know.
It's just how Corvidae play. They're on match point, and we might see a repeat scoreline.
It's looking like it, isn't it? Oh, can Scylla break out anything? Is there anything they can do to stop the onslaught now of Corvidae? They've got the, no brakes on the train now.
Bringing out the Monty once again, and they're attacking a different bomb site, so that's interesting.
Okay, so it's going to be Armory Lockers Archives. I think they must have just really liked that Monty. Must have felt pretty powerful with it.
Ooh,
there you go. Look at that. Oh, look at the Scylla scoreboard. That is a bit disappointing. Yeet, he's at the top, but only by 1 kill on 4. That is, yeah, not great. Rizraz, though, really going big. And I think a lot of Rizraz's kills, which makes that even more impressive, is I think he's been getting a lot with the SMG-11, the secondary SMG, I want to say.
No, he's been playing Bandit.
Oh, he's been playing Bandit.
Yeah, so with the MP9, I was going to say a lot of his kills are on defense, like he's not getting as many on attack.
Right,
is he?
Right, that makes sense.
5 seconds to insert.
Yeah, from Warden's pick up on the Monty, Tobo, which is like, the Starbot, the coach for or whatever for Corvidae, was telling me that Warden likes to be a bit stubborn with his operators. Once he gets in his mind he wants to play one, that's what he's going to play.
Yeah,
so maybe that's what he's doing with the Monty.
Oh, he's going to be heading up there. Getting the shield back out as looks like Corvidae scaling up those walls. Nasp there, just putting a few holes. He's got that black mirror down there.
Just widens the range, the vision on that one if you open up a bit on the other side of the wall, so that's what he's done there.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Bit late to like be finally doing those kind of things though, I feel.
Yeah, I mean it's just ticking down to almost 2 minutes now, so there you go. First kill's going to be coming out. Good news for Corvidae, bad news for Scylla. Fletcher's going to be taking down Nasp. Some EMP grenades being thrown out there. Be seeing Wildman there getting some shots across. Montagne's going to be leading the way. Warden going to be getting in there first as he actually does start getting the diffuser on. There you go. Shade does find Warden though. Catches him out with his pants down. Fletch picks up the diffuser and goes down. So Yeet making some work happen here for Scylla.
And that's what that fully opened up wall's for, and it's really worked out for them so far, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just controlling that balcony right outside the bomb site.
So 3 left on Corvidae's side. Rizraz is not looking too healthy. Scylla have got 4 up. See Rizraz there, he seemed a little bit worried about some outside pushes from the way he's looking. Wildman there takes down Shade. Evens it up a little bit. 3 on 3 right now. Rizraz getting those breaching rounds in.
Yeah, they're going to just drone it out, and then they're going to like lock down those positions, try and push and know where their enemies are going to be coming from.
Yeah. This is tough. We're seeing some stun grenades coming out there. Wildman, he's got his eyes on one side, so it looks like this will be a concerted push from Corvidae. They know where they are. And there you go, that's going to be one. Rizraz finds Yeet. Does gonna go down right after that, as it's looking like Gromp now in the armory lock is going to be getting the reload happening. Doesn't find Wildman. Wildman takes him out instead, as it is a 1-on-2 right now in favour of Corvidae. D-Day Josh still alive with that Scorpion. 50 bullets in the clip. Jack Daddy is going to be getting the plant happening there.
Attackers are activating the bomb.
That's it.
Defenders disabled the diffuser.
Not looking good for him, but...
Oh, he misses the first, but it doesn't matter. 1-on-1. Jack Daddy knows roughly where he is. Spotted out the diffuser. Jack Daddy, oh, there you go. Good, smart move there. Keeping his calm, checking that drone.
Defender has left the designated staging area.
There you go, he's going to be starting to try and get the defuse happening. But there you go, some wall bangs coming through. Jack Daddy says no, thank you. GG's coming out. That is going to be a Corvidae win.
Yeah, very well done there by Jack Daddy. He was a bit risky maybe going for the wall bang, but he's got 7 whole seconds to try and find the right spot. So, yeah, repeat scoreline, and once again, not really much to analyse. Like, Scylla trying some stuff, but Corvidae just one step ahead of him, countering him. Like, yeah, they got 2 rounds off, but yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And look,
it's what we expected, though.
Exactly. We both called the 2-0, and there you go. 2 5-2s. Let Corvidae take it out. So, and we saw at the end there that scoreboard looking very, very favourable for Corvidae, particularly their top fragger, that one, Rizraz, I think it was. So, looking very strong. Not quite as strong for the Scylla side, though. That was, yeah, I mean, I suppose a good thing for Scylla is that, you know, they all performed at the same level there. So, you could say maybe they was still kind of, you know, you can't really blame one person.
Yeah.
But overall, I think Scylla can take away some really good Black Mirror play. I liked some of that in that match, but yeah, Corvidae just proving a little bit too strong.
Definitely.
Oh, well, there you go. So that is going to be our first match for the night. Done and dusted, 2-0. So I think we're going to be heading off to a short little break. Right after that, though, guys, looking at our next match, and I am getting very, very excited. Of course, Monkey Fist, it is going to be Athletico taking on the Outlaws. And honestly, it could go either way. So do not go anywhere. We'll be back very, very shortly. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Rainbow Six Pro League APAC broadcast here tonight, live from the ESL studios in Sydney, Australia. My name is Alex, and I'm joined by Sam, aka Monkey Fist. Monkey Fist, mate, we just saw a pretty convincing tour.
Yeah.
But it was a good one. Oh.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, not really. Honestly, I think you've just about summed it up. There wasn't really much else to say with that one. It was just pretty much as we expected between Corvidae and Scylla there. But it does mean now that Corvidae are going to be ending up Group A in second position. So they obviously didn't finish quite the same level as Mindfreak there, with Mindfreak taking them out in that one match. But yeah, they're through.
Yeah, and I suppose I'm pretty excited to see next week. So we've already seen these top 4 teams play against each other. However, they're going to play against a different team with these top 4 teams. Although that, of course, depends if Athletico can get through this one, assuming they're that top team on that side of the bracket. Yeah, well, exactly. That is something that we do have to find out because obviously we still have this last match on the other side of the bracket to play, and it is our next match that's coming up, Athletico and the Outlaws. So let's take a look at that one. There we go. So Taboo are currently in first place in the Group B standings right now. Now the question is, can the Outlaws pip Athletico at the post and get a bit of an upset going on here to take out the win from them, or are we going to be seeing Athletico cruising through to that second position, Sam? Going off form last week, I think this is going to be pretty even. Like, you'd normally say Athletico are a much stronger team than Outlaws. However, Athletico didn't play to their full potential last week, and Outlaws outdid themselves last week. So if this carries on to this week, we're probably going to see an even matchup, and maybe the first 3 maps of the Pro League so far. Hey, there you go. So, well, let's find out, I guess. We are both predicting again the same thing in this one, which is good to know. And I did make my predictions first, guys. Just you know, I'm not just copying the Rainbow Six Master over here, but I'm going to be going with Athletico 2-1 to win it. Yeah, and I'm going to have to agree with that one, purely just based off last week. Athletico are going to prevail. However, if Outlaws can carry that momentum and that form into this one, they're going to pick up at least a map, and I'm pretty confident on that one, actually. I'm going to say that, yeah. Well, let's find out what maps they have to pick from right now. Of course, this is our standard Rainbow Six Pro League map pool here. Do you think we might be seeing some Oregon again, maybe Consulate? Well, we've seen Clubhouse played by Outlaws 2 weeks in a row. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that come out once again. Oregon is once more Athletico's. They've played it 2 weeks in a row, so we could see that as well. I wouldn't be surprised to see a border. Like, that's one that both these teams like to play. Border, so, yeah, that's what I'm really expecting. Maybe Clubhouse, maybe border. Don't know about any of the other maps, though. Okay, well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what these guys have picked. So, for now, though, of course, Clubhouse, Border, Oregon, all maps that we have seen before. It was nice, though, tonight in that first game, to get a little bit of a taste of Bank. Yeah. Obviously. That's the first time we saw it in the studio. First time we saw it in the studio, yeah. But I guess we're just going to be thinking about now, assuming that we get some of those maps where both of these teams are familiar with, and in fact we don't have to assume anymore because we have got, there we go, we've got the Border and the Clubhouse, so pretty much expected the decider being Bank. Yep. If we get to that. Well, in saying that, we actually might get to the decider if, you know, the game goes the way that both of us are thinking. So, you know, we've talked a little bit about Border and Clubhouse. What about Bank? How does that play out for these two teams? I know it's something that Athletico used to be very strong on. Like, especially when I was playing, we had a game against Athletico, and like, we thought Bank was our best map at the time. And I think it was pretty close, but they still came out on top. So I know that Bank is a good map for them. The Outlaws, well, that was the map we were reviewing before, Outlaws and Oracle Empire. We were watching that one. So I think Outlaws have some ideas, but it depends if they can put those ideas out there tonight. Like, it seemed like in what we were seeing, they were trying something, but it wasn't quite working for them. So, yeah, we'll see. Right. Well, let's see if they can execute well here on those maps to start off with. We are going to be having Border, of course, first up from the looks of things. So we'll see how that goes. It's going to be a Border, I guess. Because, which is, you know, it'd be nice to see a
few different maps thrown in there every now and then. But look, we can see some different strategies, some different ideas, I'm sure.
Different teams' takes on it.
Exactly, between both of these teams. So let's find out first off what operators we're going to be seeing here coming out on round 1.
Yep. I suppose like I'm looking at the Outlaws side and I see Bobo and I'm like, he's going to be an impact player for Outlaws.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah, we did see him almost 5v1 clutch in that VOD we were reviewing before this matchup. So he's got shooting skill, but I think his map knowledge or just game knowledge is a bit lower. So let's see if he can have any effect on this one. Operator picks, I'm surprised to see an IQ coming out. So that's Rock going on that one.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, we haven't seen too much IQ before at all, have we?
So my guess is they're going to use the IQ to try and counter the Ella, because IQ is going to be able to spot out any of these electrical gadgets, including Ella's Grismont mines, and also they're going to destroy any bandit batteries, which, you know, I spoke about Corvidae using the Thatcher to destroy those batteries. They're going to go underneath with the IQ, see them through the floor, and just shoot them with the pistol. So that's my guess for the IQ pick, but it
makes sense to use the IQ like that, I guess. So, I mean, yeah, those Grismont mines are always really annoying.
But like the Thatcher could just do it just as easily, like you know what I mean? Like that's what we're talking about. So could just be preference maybe. I suppose IQ does also take frag grenades, so that could play a part into that one.
I guess we'll see whether it works out or not. Whether it's kind of something that Rock decides to do more than just for this round. But look, right now we're getting some early movement out. The bomb has been located there. And we're seeing Bobo just getting on his drones. Rock is going to be slowly pushing in there. Going to be using that AUG. Nice bullpup assault rifle.
So we've got Todd playing over in the workshop. So he's going to try and deny Rock pushing in to take out those batteries right underneath the floor there. So that's his job. He's probably going to fail at it eventually. He's just going to try and hold out as long as he can.
Okay. We'll see how that works out for him. Rock there just getting a bit of a spray happening with the AUG. Yeah, Todd's just going to be camping down here, swapping to those Vault cams every now and then, and just having a bit of control over that area. Neofighter in the meantime, though, is actually just taking down JD.
That's Thermite. That's the big pick.
Yeah, that's not great news there for the Outlaws, and Caliber does find one back, finding Silex GN. So it's one apiece down at the moment, but like you said, Thermite down, that is not what you want this early on in the round. Ooh.
Beautiful grenade there is downed Neofighter. Looks like he's going to get picked up immediately. I'm not sure if they knew he was downed. Oh, I say that. I thought I saw someone running to him straight away.
It's like dropping him.
Now he's up.
Yep, there you go. Diffuser juggling there at DOS. Going to be darting around the place and maybe jumping through. Yep, gets through that little hole there. Hit the drone. Not going to be seeing too much as Rock is actually playing really aggressively here, moving up towards the officers. And
got another mirror to contend with.
Oh yeah, that's not going to be fun. You mentioned the bomb though, maybe trying to take down that barbed wire, decides maybe not. Instead, as the Outlaws are very, very close to this bomb site now, really putting a lot of pressure on Athletico. Let's see how it works out. Todd is underneath. Oh, there you go, and Bobo does actually find Neofighter. I remember from Ath going down, Spaz actually responds. DOS, though, picking up one on towards Spaz. And we do see Rock knocked out. Schmed doing some work on towards DOS, taking him down. And Todd gets the kill on towards Rock as well. Caliber flashed, and that's going to be a defender's win. Just like that, Athletico cleaning up the remaining members of the Outlaws. Easy as you please. Quick little engagement there.
So yeah, Todd did some massive work through the floor there. They really needed to get him out of there. So what we saw in terms of the overall round is we saw Outlaws were trying to push from both standard sides that you would push, that bomb site, right?
Yep.
However, when their Thermite went down, they had to abandon pushing that armory wall, and they just decided to focus on the other side. And I don't know why Rock decided to stop trying to hunt Todd down below. That seemed a bit silly to me. And, you know, leaving Todd unchecked is ultimately what won Athletico the round there. Like,
yeah, really good positioning from Todd, wasn't it?
It was a 3-on-2 in the attacker's favour.
Yeah. He just kept his cool, kept his calm, and yeah, we didn't really see too much of an effect coming out from from the IQ, did we? Really?
Yeah, and I suppose those holes in the floor, we saw them getting made at the very start of the round, like we're seeing JD do here.
And as an attacker, how do you counter that? What is the way that you know the Outlaws should have made sure to actually you know clear out Todd from that room?
All right, well they probably shouldn't have sent IQ to do it. If they should have sent someone, they should have sent someone like an Ash or a Sledge or a Buck, someone that they can open up the angles onto from and force her out of there. Whereas you know IQ didn't really have much to do that with.
Makes sense. So right now, we're going to be seeing Todd there pushing through. This time he's going to be on the Thatcher.
So yeah, this is something we saw last week as well, and I really don't think Todd is good on Thatcher, but it's what he's decided to do. And well, you know, they're one round up, but they haven't had an attack yet, so let's see how this works out.
Let's see how it pans out. As Spaz here on the Buck, going to be getting that drone happening. Maybe spotting out Rock, maybe not.
Yeah, he's on the other side of the wall there. So this is something we've seen both Athletico and Outlaws do now. They've opened up the wall into security, whereas normally you just see it left soft. Whereas, yeah, both teams have opened it up. They're playing aggressive with a mirror on that wall, and they're going to, you know, try and take down anyone who's unsuspecting. So here we go. Rock's the one playing here.
Like that. And some shots coming out from the floor there. Rock actually catches a few. Not going to be enough to take him down, though, but that mirror does go down. Good shots from underneath as Athletico take that down. Flash is going out. Lots of pressure starting to get put on these guys. We do see the enemy detected outside. StyleXGN gets the thermite happening. Now himself, Neofighter, getting ready to make the push in. Neofighter going to be on the Blackbeard. A few shots through the wall, not going to connect with anyone just yet. Bomb's been found.
So yeah, we really see Athletico doing what Outlaws tried to do, but just better. They haven't lost their thermite, and you know, they're doing well for themselves so far.
They're really making good inroads in towards that bomb, and they do take down Caliber. So nice pick there for Athletico. 5-on-4. Be seeing StyleXGN there. Maybe getting some call-outs that Rock is near. Very, very hard for him to move on that bomb site, though, so Rock is going to be going down. Those holes in the floor, just deadly. Schmed taking him down. Spaz goes down to JD. Vector shooting true for him, as we do see Bobo coming across now. Oh, that's going to be a kill from Schmed on towards Bobo, though. The fuse is ticking. Oh, nice C4 kill there from JD onto StyleXGN as well. But there you go, one more shot from Neofighter. JD goes down. It's going to be an attacker's win.
I really liked Schmed's position in that whole thing. So he was repelled outside, upside down, and he had vision through both of the bomb sites. Anyone that wanted to move out into the center, he had a beat on him. And I think he got 2 kills from that. And yeah, excellently done there. So yeah, we saw Athletico do exactly what Outlaws were trying to do. They just didn't overcomplicate it. They made sure their thermite survived. They got the Buck in below. Whereas, you know, in the previous round, we saw Todd denying them get any access to down below. And they just abandoned it and tried to go too fast. So now Athletico are going to change up their bomb site. So Outlaws may have a bit of a better chance doing a different attack. Let's see how they go.
Let's see. So, different bomb site. Going to be seeing some reinforced walls put up there by StyleXGN. Going to be playing Castle.
Yep.
Bomb located by attack.
So yeah, he's a very niche operator. Like he's more of like I like to say like he feels a bit underpowered. Like if you want to use him, you got to have a legit, really good idea for it.
I guess it's kind of hard to gauge how strong having those extra reinforced walls is on an operator. You know, you don't get kills from that. Obviously, it's just
it's very support.
Yeah, exactly, very support oriented, and isn't really reflected anywhere in terms of how useful it can be.
And yeah, the UMP 45 in this game isn't too fantastic either, and that's the main weapon Castle's going to be running with. So
yeah. I'm normally a fan of the UMP45 in any game, but I've had a try of Castle, and yeah, I've got to agree with that. He's not, you know, not super strong in the weapons department.
Yeah, it looks like Outlaws are just going to try and take control of the top. They're not going to do any Corvidae rushes downstairs. So it really depends on how Athletico can hold this top floor.
Yeah, let's find out. So right now, just taking a look at things. Spaz looking through the mirror there. It's going to be pretty good. Some shots coming up from the bottom. But what's that, his teammate? Oh, there you go. Ath actually taking down Caliber there with the C4. That's pretty nice. But look at this Spaz. He's in a little bit of trouble. Got the bandit gadget out.
He's too slow. He won't be able to trick that one.
Oh, yeah, misses that. That's a bit of a mistake as Bobo takes down Silex GN. So Athletico, a little bit on the back foot. It is still a 4-on-4 at the moment. But there you go. We're seeing them push through, and the bottom man wins. Neophyter shooting up from the bottom floor there near the workshop. Gets Bobo down. Now it's looking like Outlaw's going to be trying to continue the push through. Schmed narrowly dodging some bullets through that door there. Gets flashed out in the archives. Is he going to be able to recover from it? Looks like he will. Gets a few sprays out from the Scorpion. Finds one. Can he find JD? Not quite. Messy shooting there, but Neophyter finds JD. And may be able to revive Schmed. 1-on-4.
So yeah, Schmed's probably going to go down almost immediately. So it would make it a 1-on-3, but it's still a momentous task ahead of DOS here.
Yep. Yeah, there you go. So DOS does manage to take him down.
Just waiting for the effects of the Grismot to fade, and he's going to...
Only got 2 bullets left in the clip, though.
Oh, yeah, but he's got his secondary out right now, the Bearing 9.
Yeah, Bearing 9, yep. Another one. Jeez, that's annoying.
Yeah, it's really slowed down a lot of time, and I really think Athletico just need to play this nice and passively. Like, they know where he is. They've got eyes on the diffuser wall now. They know he's picked it up, I reckon. And, yeah, I'd say this is probably another open and shut round. Athletico probably going to go 3 up here.
Oh, there you go. Interesting little spray, but no one on the other side of it. Yeah, they've heard him as well, so taking down the camera, I mean, 13 seconds, it's just not going to happen at this point. And Todd shuts him down. It's going to be the last kill for Athletico to end up the round, and Athletico really looking strong so far here.
Yeah. Seems like they found their feet after the pretty poor performance last week.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if we look at the scoreboard now, if we can bring that one up, let's have a look, see who's been fragging who. But in the meantime, it looks like the operators are getting picked up. We've got what, Thermite, Buck, Habana, Blackbeard, and the Thatcher. Nothing too crazy there for the Athletico lineup.
Once again, Ella's the only DLC operator we're seeing played. No Legion, no Yang.
Yeah, disappointing. Disappointing. Would love to see a bit of Legion myself. But here we go. So, got the floor 2 bomb.
Yeah, well, Outlaws really haven't had much success in this matchup. They're going to try to defend this top floor once again. They are going for a pretty similar strategy, or maybe even the exact same strategy, right? But yeah, Athletico just used their experience and played that nice and smartly. Like, normally you'll see that mirror not placed so aggressively out on that wall, and normally it's placed back into one of the inside walls, so that you can let them open it up, and then you've still got the black mirror to use to fire at them through the hole they've just opened up.
Yeah,
so
right.
Maybe Outlaws are trying to be just too aggressive here.
Find out whether it works for them or not. They definitely need to get around on the board here. It is 3-0 Athletico, very much with a comfortable lead in this map. And, you know, Outlaws here, they do not want to be walking away from border with a 5-0 defeat on their hands. That is not going to be good for morale. It's not going to be good to carry them into our next map.
100%. Judging by how Athletico are taking this one, nothing too interesting. I want to see Schmed get in that exact same position. Like, it does look pretty hard to counter. Probably the only way to do that would be to jump outside. Or we just as soon as they see enemy detected outside. Yeah, Athletico once again taking it slow, taking it smart. They're going to open up underneath the mirror before they start to go and contest with the mirror. So yeah, they're doing everything right here.
Yep. Good, as we do see Caliber peeking out through that black mirror there. So Spaz, I think, oh, there you go. Caliber actually flashed out a little bit, so a lot of pressure put on towards him. He's going to be crouching back behind there. Fairly safe retreats, though, from the black mirror.
Yep, that's been opened up by the thermite charges on the wall. That's both of them set off, and that black mirror is no more.
Here we go. So that was maybe a little bit too aggressive of a positioning for it, like you said. And now Outlaws do not have that tool to defend with. JD, in the meantime, going to be sitting back behind that A site, and Athletico, look, just haven't managed to put any kills on the board so far, but still looking pretty good for them. They're making their way slowly on towards these sites.
Ooh, that was so close there by JD. Jay, you're right, 2 minutes in, not a single kill on either side.
Which isn't too bad for the Outlaws, actually.
Yeah, well, that's not normally what we see from Border, is it?
No. It's a lot more, well, a lot more early frags than this. But Athletico, they do have to move in pretty soon. I think 35 seconds left. And there we go, some shots fired. First kill comes out. Caliber takes down Spaz. We're going to be seeing JD here in the lockers throwing out one. Oh, no, that's not going to be doing anything. Some shots coming out towards that C4. Going to be taking it down. Neofighter there. JD finds Silex GN. Bobo finds Neofighter. And oh, the knife coming out from Todd. Todd goes down right after that, though, and that's going to be the defender's win. Very, very quick little engagement there, and that's all you need. Outlaws put one on the board.
Yeah, so that was very strange for me. We didn't see Schmed go to that exact same spot where he just locked down that whole hallway. And the buck below just wasn't wreaking havoc like he was in the previous round. So a bit strange what Athletico did there. So yeah, they've given Outlaws a round. I really feel like they'd given them a round. Like they'd done everything perfectly, opened up the bomb site. They just had to, you know, lock down the positions and move on in, but they just didn't really.
Yeah, I mean, I guess once they headed up to the site, I mean, obviously there's a bit of a muck up for that that C4, but that was on the Outlaw side really. So, and
there we've got the scoreline. Now it's interesting to see Rock not putting up any kills. He's normally one who stands up so well for the Outlaws.
Yeah, well, he's ex-Corvidae, isn't he?
Yeah.
So it's not looking too good there for Rock. Definitely like to see him get a few on the Ash here.
And Silex on Zero is pretty standard. He plays a lot of those support roles. And, you know, they're 3-1 leading. Like, obviously what he's doing is working for the most part.
Yeah, exactly. 5 seconds to insertion. So, just about to end the prep phase. Heading on to insertion. And we'll be Caliber here on this Blackbeard. Getting that ballistic shield on.
So yeah, once again, we're going to see Todd holding down below. And I'm just... JD on that thermite is pushing on this side of the building first.
Pretty aggressive.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
It's not going to find too much just yet, as we can see from our supervision.
Legal wall hacks.
Legal wall hacks, exactly.
Yeah, so interesting to note, we've seen Rock change up for the Ash instead of the IQ, so he probably should have a better chance of pressuring onto Todd down below. But he really needs the support from one of his teammates. He can't do it solo.
You know, is it enough for one of his teammates just to help him out with maybe a drone or two, or does he really need
he needs one to drone, and he also needs just one to hold one of the doors while he tries to open up a different angle or a different avenue onto that room there. But looks like they're just deciding to, let's just be wary of it and try and just do what we need to do by opening up the right spots. All right, so there we go. We've got Doss in down below, and he's taken the shotgun with him, so he's going to be able to open up some angles and try and force Todd out of that position there.
Okay, well, let's see how that works out for him. JD, in the meantime, for the Outlaws, is going to be pushing back up. Looks like they're...
I think they've abandoned it once again. They've decided too much risk. I'm really puzzled. And okay, it looks like they're pushing the opposite side of the map now.
Okay.
They've just decided, well, that side's too hard to challenge. Let's just challenge this other side where, you know, someone on a drone might have spotted a weakness that they can capitalise on.
Well, let's find out whether that is the case. They're going to be pushing in, moving through the windows there. Neofighter in the meantime for the defenders looking down below. We're going to be seeing JD on that thermite, getting that one happening. There's a nice flash grenade, actually very well synchronized, heads through there. It's going to neutralize anyone just on the other side of that breach. Silex GN with the SMG-11 out, looking down below.
And he's been droned out, so they know his position right now.
Yeah, there you go. Bobo doing good work on that drone. It's JD here. Ooh, looks like he can see. Neofighter takes him down there. Few shots to the head, makes quick work of him. Bobo finds the next one on towards Athletico with Schmed going down. Rock, oh, Rock's in a lot of trouble. Todd is behind him. Does he know? No, he doesn't. Todd misses a few shots, but that's enough to take him down. Putting some more pressure on towards him, though, is going to be DOS, I think. He drops down. Diffuser goes down as well.
He's going to have to ace clutch this one if he wants to take it. Probably not going to happen.
4 alive, yeah. This is you're heading into aces territory there. And Todd, unfortunately, is no aces, so that will be a Outlaws win.
All right, so what happened there? We saw Outlaws decide, well, we can't push this side of the map as easily, let's push around to the other side, right? We see Neofighter probably peaking when he shouldn't have been. He's the first one to go down. We see Silex was spotted out in the drone. They send, I think it was Habana, over to the bus to get an angle onto him. And, you know, the fact that they had Todd down below was completely nullified by the fact that they ignored him until it was just him. Yeah. And he was probably just a little too late rotating on up. And yeah, Outlaws just, with that different push, did very well for themselves.
Oh, that's good. They needed to win these rounds to kind of get the momentum back on their side. Now they have a little bit. It's 3-2. And trying to remember a little bit back to last week, their game, it actually went in a similar sort of fashion to start off with from memory. I think they lost a few at the start and then they came back.
Who, Athletico?
Was it Outlaws, I think?
No, Outlaws were the ones that so they played border first up, and that very first round it was a 1-on-3 clutch for DOS, if you remember. And so I think they 5-0'd on border, and it was like 5-2 the next map.
Yeah, sorry.
They got 8 rounds in a row. Yep. Whereas the Taboo Athletico one, we saw Taboo would go 2 rounds down and then start stepping it up again. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's very uncharacteristic of Athletico. Like, they just seem to start so strongly and they put 3 rounds on the board and they just seem to lose the wind from their sails.
Yeah. Interesting. I mean, Outlook, I think this is going to be the telling round. It's 2-3 now. Outlaws have just won 1 defense, 1 attack, and you know, now it's up to Athletico to see if they still, you know, can just turn back around and get one on the board. Not a good start to do that, though, as Bobo is going to find a kill on towards Todd. Nice shooting with that Scorpion there on Ella.
So, yeah, Bobo got him over at the east stairs. Like, Todd really should have known that that was a possibility of someone playing aggressive over there. And they should have droned it as well, so.
Mistake from Mr. Todd. Oh, Neofighter is spotted out there, but obviously Rock not going to be too keen on peeking that Blackbeard just yet. Neofighter knows where he's going to be peeking at anyway. Oh, tempting though, isn't it? At what stage does it become actually worth it to peek a Blackbeard that's just literally standing outside in absolutely no cover?
I suppose if you think you can kill him.
Yeah, well, true.
Interesting to note as well, Todd down, they've lost their Thatcher, so they're going to have a hard time getting in through this wall here.
Right, okay.
Bobo's with another 2.
Yeah, Bobo going huge, but there you go. There's the push from Rock. Gets 1.5. Not going to be enough, though. And that is going to be Outlaws.
What an explosive round.
Yeah, very explosive. That was just, you snapped your fingers and you missed it for that one. And I really love that push, that aggressive push at the end there. Obviously, Athletico probably not really expecting it. Blackbeard, you know, he was the one playing aggressive before, you know, peeking out, walking out, showing his whole body.
So, yeah, we saw, I suppose, Bobo run out, pick himself up a double, and that was behind the Athletico members, so they turn around, and as soon as they turn around, that's when Rock's running out. He probably should have got the double spray down there. He seemed to just whiff a few shots.
Yeah.
But, well, at least he's not on his donut anymore, that's for sure.
That's good. So, yeah, there you go. Outlaws make it 3 apiece right now. And Athletico going to be heading back on towards the defense, not changing it up too much in terms of operators. We're seeing basically the same all around. Outlaws going to be going with that Blackbeard, Thatcher, Thermite, Cabana, and Ash. Athletico, on the other hand, going to be going with Todd here, who has actually picked up the Valkyrie.
Yeah, well, it's just looking at the operator picks. Like, it's been really interesting to see a Blackbeard centering Jaeger falling out of favour of these teams.
We really haven't seen much Jaeger, have we?
No, and he was a must pick for such a long time in the Pro League just because his gun was so good. Maybe it's also got to do with the fact that he's lost his ACOG. But like, I still think his gadget is quite important. So yeah, Ella looks to have been the one to have replaced him.
Well, yeah, we're definitely seeing a lot of Ella, that's for sure. So, JD here, just getting a bit of scouting happening. Slow start for the Outlaws. That's what they want.
No one playing aggressive by these east stairs to take down JD there. Yeah, they've actually gained access to the building and like gained a good portion of control really fast.
Yeah, oh, there you go. And not only that, Rock's just taken down Todd, so they've got the first frag as well. Neophyte are going to be looking through that black mirror, but not going to be seeing anything he can deal with just yet.
So Todd was trapped in that corner. They waited for him to peek and took him down easy as you like.
There you go. Bomb has been located as well. So the Outlaws putting a lot of pressure on Athletico right now. Let's see, Rocky's going to be spraying down a few walls there. Getting the reload happening on that R4C. Yeah.
Looks like Spaz has made his way into the security there, and yeah, Spaz is going to get the kill onto Rock. So that's Rock off the board for this round. Looks like Outlaws are trying a very similar push. They're going to open up this wall once again.
Nice.
Oh, come on, Silex.
Oh. Well, that was messy. Messy there by Silex, but Bobo in the meantime throwing a few EMP grenades out for the Outlaws. JD's going to be jumping his way in, giving it a bit of a scout. Nice stuff.
So they're going to check for anyone in the bomb site and decide how they're going to go about for the plant. No one's really close by. They should have a decent go at this. I think the best thing for them to do would probably be to put some C4 from below. Like, they've got Silex from below and he's got a shotgun, but some C4 would really do some damage.
Be nice. Let's see how they go with it. Schmed and Neophyter here. Going to be getting a few shots across. Neophyter lands a couple of them, but it's not going to worry Outlaws too much, as that's actually Bobo's gone down there. I'm not too sure who did the work there. Athletico putting a few on the board, and the smoke actually takes down JD. Silex making it happen there. Caliber finds Spaz. He's going to be moving up. Now it is a 2-on-3 in favour of Athletico.
Reloading.
We see DOS on site, but he hasn't got control of the diffuser at all. Caliber's going to have to expose himself to come and grab this one.
Risky does have... Oh, there you go. Does find a nice headshot onto Silex there. Good stuff. DOS is pretty low. He's going to be going down on here. A few shots needed from Schmed there. 2v1. Can Caliber do it? It's looking like no. Is he? Oh, 1 second. 0. Oh, he plants it, but not going to be enough.
And the diffuser is going to come through straight away. So Athletico played that very well. So when there's one person left and the time's ticking away, they have to plant, right?
Yep.
All right. In Rainbow, if you start planting and there's no time left on the board, it will actually like just pause the timer for you. So that was just, we saw Athletico push as the timer just about hit 7 seconds. All right. So either he had to stick that, or he had to get off the plant, in which case, you know, he'd have to either get one kill and then resume the plant, or get both kills. So they pushed it just the right time to take him down, and just as he got the defuse fully through, and yeah, nicely played there.
Nicely done. Nicely done. So now a match point for Athletico. They'd really be wanting to grab this one. I think if they can get this first map locked in the bag, then that's really what they need. They just need it on the board. They don't want to draw it out to overtime. They don't want to give Outlaws any more chances here.
100%. And I really don't think Athletico will want to face Outlaws on Clubhouse being a map down. Clubhouse is one of Outlaws' best maps, so yeah, Athletico are probably really wanting to be winning this one. That being said, like, Whose pick was this one, or was it Outlaws, wasn't it?
Actually couldn't tell you.
I'm pretty sure it was.
I was out Athletico's pick apparently. Just been told
Okay,
by
Atletico's pick. Yeah, they definitely don't want to lose on this one then.
Yeah, for sure. So here we go. Let's find out whether they can pull through in this round or not. Schmed picking up that drone. We're coming through now, and it's a slow push towards the building. Not too much ground gained just yet.
It's almost as if like he spawned in the wrong spot to what he wanted to be and has to run to the other side of the building now.
Yep. Drone's still getting in there though. They're not actually spotting out too much. Neo Fighter aggressively there with that Blackbeard. Schmed, I mean, obviously just guarding against a kind of aggressive push there with that Claymore, would you think?
Yep, make sure no one runs out on them. So they are attacking the downstairs bomb site, but... Oh, sorry, are they? I thought Outlaws won this one. Oh no, they were defending downstairs, but they were playing upstairs so aggressively. That's right.
Right, yeah.
Apologies. So yeah, they are attacking the top floor. Hopefully they don't lose their Thatcher so early this time.
Yes, so Rock there we can see. Have those walls shock-wired.
It's interesting to note how like the top floor defense is practically the same as the bottom floor defense.
Yeah, interesting actually. We see them so similar, but look at that. 5 members of Athletico just ready to get shot down. Oh, there you go. We see some Habana charges on that wall. And that is not a nice sight there for Rock. He's going to see those explode. That Black Mirror does go down, and he's waiting for it. He's waiting for the push in, but there you go. Thermite coming in as well, and now he is in trouble. Forced to retreat. See you later. Goes in towards the corner of the room, and a nice clean push there from Athletico. Make their way up slowly. Ooh, flash out though on towards Rock. In a little bit of trouble in this room, but Caliber and JD are backing him up, so if Athletico commit to this, and they could be in a little bit of trouble. Rock goes to take down Todd though. Gets down by Neofighter right after that. DOS finds Spaz with the C4. JD looking across, does get taken out through the wall. Just pixels here. Neofighter taking down JD, making it a 3-on-3.
Ooh.
Schmed with a nice shot on towards Bobo there. Comes in. Caliber taking down Silex GN 2v2. We're seeing Schmed go so low, but does manage to take down Caliber in that little fight. Diffuser's going down. It's not going to matter. Neofighter takes out DOS. And that's going to be the Athletico win there on their selected map here, Border. Good play from Ath.
It was very close, wasn't it? It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't clear who was going to win it. That 2v1 was still very winnable. For that Valkyrie, who was a DOS, I believe it was, in that clutch. Yeah, still very winnable, especially with the amount of HP that was on Schmed there. So I think Athletico are going to be pretty happy to win that one. 11 kills for Schmed and 9 for Neofighter.
Nice, nice. Good kills there from Schmed, and I think it was definitely a good team effort all across the board there from Athletico. You know, everyone pulled their weight in one way or another. So yeah, really good to see. Good win there from Athletico, but of course they need to win the next map after this as well. So, Clubhouse. Got that coming up next.
Yeah. Now, we have seen some interesting strategies from Outlaws on this in the past couple of weeks, so I wonder if they're going to try those. I think I've only seen it work once out of the 3 times I've seen them try this particular one I'm thinking of. So, don't know.
Oh, well, I'm excited to see this particular one that you're thinking of there, Monkey Fist. So we're going to leave everyone with that little bit of a teaser and be back after a very, very short break, guys. Do not go anywhere.
To be part of the Australian Pro League for Rainbow Six is an unbelievable feeling. The game has grown so much and I really love this game and I'm excited to play in the Pro League.
Being one of the top 2 teams in Australia and New Zealand, it's amazing. We've put in a lot of hard work for it.
Knowing Athletico made it to Pro League, it feels really exciting. It's also pretty daunting.
The success of Athletico comes mostly from our good communication and great teamwork with each other. Also importantly is that we all get along really well and perfect chemistry is great for any team.
We practice at least 3-4 times a week, like scrims, just going over new strats.
Siege is a dynamic problem-solving game. Our ultimate goal is to be able to prove ourselves in the Invitational next year.
Ubisoft is pretty dedicated to making the game a lot better, and that's definitely helped the scene grow in ANZ.
The ANZ competitive scene for Rainbow Six has grown quite a lot recently. Back when I started, there were only maybe 10, 16 teams in the Cybergamer ladder. Now you'll get up to 30, which is fantastic. It would be great for the high level teams to start nurturing these lower tier teams to see them progress well in the future.
The other teams in APAC, the Asian teams, I think the meta is very different. So when those metas collide, it's going to be a pretty rough time, I reckon, trying to adapt to their tactics and they adapting to ours. I'm definitely excited. Can't wait to benchmark ourselves against the best teams in Asia.
I think given enough time, Athletico definitely has what it takes to win Pro League.
I think we all believe we could win it.
Ultimate goal for Athletico this year is to make our way to Brazil, face off against the best around the world.
There you go, Athletico there. A good little glimpse as to what they are looking to achieve here in the Rainbow Six Pro League. Welcome back if you're just joining us. My name is Gogo Gadget, joined by Mr. Monkey Fist. And Monkey Fist, we've both been having a pretty good day so far.
Yep. Yeah, some excellent maps. I suppose during this whole Pro League, we haven't seen a single 3-map series. They've all been 2-0s. Hopefully we can see something different today.
I would love to see a 2-1 tonight. I would love to see this one go out to a tiebreaker. We've just seen Athletico take out the first map there on Border. But we both predicted this would be going out to a 2-1. So hopefully we can see the Outlaws take out this next one. So we get a nice close map on our hands. But of course, just touching quickly back again there on the Athletico video, saying how they're excited for Brazil. Of course, they are playing here, looking to get in the top 2 for their group. And of course, after that, they have to come to our APAC finals. They have to qualify for those. The top 2 teams from the ANZ division head to our APAC finals, along with top 2 teams from all of the other regions, Korea, Southeast Asia, and Japan. And that's going to be a really exciting event.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we've just put tickets on sale today, so guys, make sure you get in. I think we've got some early bird specials happening. bit.ly/R6APAC S3. Check it out. But for now, though, I think we're going to be moving on towards our next map, which is Clubhouse.
So yeah, Clubhouse is one of those maps with another basement bomb site. So that's going to be the #1 pick from both teams pretty much every time. But I've seen Outlaws play it with a very aggressive style. Normally on a basement defense, you just try and just huddle down there and wait for the attackers to come to you.
Right.
I've seen them play very aggressively with a few members running up and around in the top floor. So I like to see some vision. I want to see something different. I don't want to see teams just doing the same stuff over and over and again and hoping you can just shoot better than the other team.
Yep.
So I like to see some adaptation and some new strategies, and let's see what direction that takes us. So let's hope that they show some of that today.
I'd love to see a few new strategies here, absolutely. And, I think that last map really proved that, these teams, they can't just rely on out-shooting each other, because that didn't work. They were both obviously very good shots. There wasn't any, solo players that just carried the whole team in that last round there.
Yeah.
Some good performances for sure, but it definitely is going to take some top strategies for Outlaws to stay in this one, I guess, because they need to win this. Otherwise, they are going to be not progressing on further than this group. So
yeah.
Pressure's on. Pressure is very much on. But, of course, heading in towards this next map, it is Clubhouse. Are we going to be seeing some similar operators?
In terms of operator choice, yeah, definitely going to see an Ella. We're going to see, we might see a Glaz. We spoke about him previously. Mainly pushing in that construction tunnel area, but it's probably just going to be a Blackbeard and Thermite duo that seems to work for most teams. But I like the Glaz because, especially if you toss the smoke grenade right on where your opponent's sitting, they're blinded, you've got vision on them, you can move up and they won't know what hit them. Yeah, probably pretty much the same stuff, Bandit, Valkyrie, maybe a Pulse instead of the Valkyrie.
Yeah, okay. Do you think that maybe we might be seeing maybe like a Legion even?
Well, so what did we see last week? I think we did see a team try and bust out the Legion on Clubhouse.
Yeah, I want to say it was at least for one round because I remember, and the one thing I always remember about Legion is just the animation
Yeah.
where you pick the goo out of your foot.
Yeah,
that's just.
Was it last week that someone stepped in one and they pulled it and they immediately stepped in another one?
Yes, that was it. I think I saw that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was funny.
So yeah,
funny to watch, not to play. Yes. So
yeah.
Yeah, well, we might be seeing some lesion, but guys, let us know what you're thinking we're going to be seeing in the Twitch chat below, or using the hashtag R6PL on Twitter. And make sure you give us a follow. We are at GoGoGadgetCasts and
at Sam Royals1.
Sam Royals1.
Name,
there you go. Got to get the Twitter plugs in there, of course. All of that good stuff. But yeah, touching a little bit again on, I guess, some of these operators that we might be seeing. You know, we mentioned at the start of this kind of league that lots of Jaeger might be coming in, but we haven't really seen too much Jaeger.
Well, Ella's kind of replaced that role, so I suppose it's just these teams really don't place much much in the fact that those grenades do get destroyed, and especially if you have them in the right spots, it can work really well for what you're taking out. But the Ella's replaced it with the sense that the good gun, like, you know.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly, the Scorpion. Well, there you go. There's the Ella again.
But we are seeing a Jaeger as well, so that's a good sign.
Okay, nice. See how it goes out. We've got Church Arsenal room selected.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
It is Athletico on defense. Yep. Yeah, that's nothing interesting to see. Church Arsenal room, the basement bomb site, as I said. I suppose. No Valkyrie, no Pulse, no real information gathering operators. Like, we do have the Mirror, but even then, like, I wouldn't say the Mirror is like excellent for gathering information. Like, yeah, in 2 spots, but to a degree. Yeah, no Pulse, no Valkyrie. I suppose it's a bit surprising, but then again, on this basement, you don't really need to gather too much information, especially if you're playing with lots of people on site.
Yep, fair enough. So that's what we think they'll be doing is really just stacking site pretty hard.
Yeah, if anyone's going to roam, it's going to be Todd on that Ella, but I think I've already seen him go back downstairs. Yep, there we go.
Of course, Ella with that nice fast movement speed as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's only chucked out 1 Grismont mine off on that, well, 2 now. Where's he going to chuck his other ones? And he's also setting up underneath this hatch. So what he's going to do is they're going to wait for them to try and open up the hatch, and he's going to throw those impact grenades to destroy those Habana charges. So DOS is probably going to do this in just a moment.
Okay.
Or he's going to drone out first.
Yep, droning out. Makes sense. DOS there on that Habana.
Yep, so he's going to rappel upside down, get the angle onto the hatch.
Oh,
and Todd's going to try and deny this with that impact grenade. So let's see how that goes.
Ooh, did it?
Nah. Yes. Yeah, it did.
Nice. There you go. Yeah, so good stuff there from Todd. Denying that one.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think DOS has even realised, like, he's immediately ran off as soon as he'd set that off. So...
Ooh, Bobo's spotted, but there you go. Bobo's actually going to win that firefight. Todd goes down. Oh,
Todd should probably not be losing that one.
Yeah, that was a little bit dodgy. He did have eyes. He was looking at that window as he pushed in, so yeah, costly mistake there for Athletico. That's fine. We see the bomb site spotted out there. There you go. The Black Mirror gets spotted as well. Rock is around the corner. Spaz knows it. He's waiting for him to push in.
Yeah, we saw a Claymore kill there as well. Schmed's gone down thanks to the Claymore.
Oh, nice. Go. Look at this, he's getting that bandit gadget ready. Shockwire. Waiting to use it. Rock is waiting to push in as well. This is a very tense situation downstairs.
Yeah, they're playing it very slowly. They don't seem to be, like, deciding what they're going to do. Now we see those ADS systems coming into play, taking out those grenades.
Yeah, nice. So there you go, Bobo. Oh, that drone is not going to be doing too much. It's taken out very, very quickly. There you go, some pushes in there coming in from Rocky. Lies down, but there you go, spotted from Spaz. Bobo's going to be pushing in next. Does manage to find him, though. Bobo's still alive. Neophyter's nearby. Bobo's knocked down pretty low. Scylla Gen finishes him off. Neophyter finds DOS. Is looking pretty good for the Outlaws now as Scylla Gen, the only member left of Athletico, turns it into a 1v1 though. 4 shots left in that SMG-11. Needs to get the reload happening. Caliber still on full HP with that Blackbeard. It's a one-on-one.
Solix just needs to run away and he can win this run because Caliber's going to have to go for the plant here.
5 seconds left.
Yep.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
He's going to wait till time runs out, then he's going to peek around. Easy kill.
Beautiful, beautiful. Nice knife there from Scylla to finish it off. And there you go, a win for the Ath side. Hard fought.
That really didn't look like it was going Athletico's way, did it?
No,
it was a 5-on-3?
Yeah, something like that to start off before Athletico did manage to get a few back. I think it was, who got them? It was...
Spaz on the Bandit. He got the first one. That was Rock, who was prone onto site. He was immediately traded back, though. So it was a 4-on-2, and we see Neophyter and... Who was it? Scylla? Yeah, Scylla stepping it up. And Scylla is the one we highlighted last game who didn't get many kills for his team.
Yeah, well, you're right. You're right. And he's kicking off well this round, isn't he?
Yeah, that's the kind of impact that a player like Scylla can have. He's we saw him potato on that drone last round.
Oh, yes.
So he may not be the best shot, even though he probably should be. He's played a lot of shooters from my knowledge of him, but his game knowledge and just game sense is what makes it work for him. But let's focus on this round, I suppose.
Let's see if he can do a good one on the attacking side this time. As Athletico on the attack are actually going to be taking a Capital in there, maybe looking to push that one through the tunnel.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. They're going to use the Capital to flush out anyone hiding in those little nooks and crannies of that tunnel, and hopefully probably Blackbeard following up to take him down when they try to run. So, yeah.
Let's see how that works out for them as Spaz they're going to be moving through after droning up. Sylexgen. Calling him XGen last week. I don't know why.
Because the X is capitalised. Like it makes you think it's the start of the name.
Yeah.
Basic English for these guys. It just doesn't happen in esports, does it?
It's tricky. It's tricky, yeah. There you go. We see Spaz's drone. Actually, Todd's pushing up pretty far.
So yeah, they've taken control of this floor very quickly. So that tells me they knew that there was exactly no one up above.
Right.
So how they've done that is they've got their drones set up watching the stair and the ladder. They're the only two ways up and down. Right? So you count how many people have gone up and you count how many people have gone back down. If it's the same, then you know you should be safe on the rest of the floor.
Okay. Well, smart play then. Smart play from Athletico. We're going to be seeing Silex. Oop.
Going to toss a grenade in there first, take out the battery.
Oh,
and there we go. They can put that on the wall. So yeah, some good synergy between those members there.
Yeah, very nice. There you go. Now DOS, it's going to be his job to defend it. Now, he's got the SMG out there. Should he have the shotgun out when the guys come through? Or?
Oh, well, close range you'd say shotgun, but the SMG-11 is going to melt like a Blackbeard shield. Oh, he's getting low from that grenade.
Oh, yeah, that hurt.
Yeah, the SMG-11, if you get all your shots into someone at close range, like it's just going to melt them because it's just got such a high fire rate.
Yeah, fair enough. Blackbeard there, going to be moving through, taking down that barbed wire. DOS playing with fire there. He does manage to get another gas grenade out.
So this is a scenario where I'd say it would be beneficial to take the glass because he can see through the smoke.
Yeah, yeah.
DOS was pretty well exposing himself there. He's been flashed up though, actually.
Another one coming through. But he does manage to get the smoke out again. He's doing a... Oh, I was about to say he's doing a good job holding the tunnel so far, but Spaz finishes him off, so not anymore. And once that smoke goes down, Neophyter is going to be pushing in.
So 45 seconds on the board, and Athletico haven't really gained much ground apart from just the ground floor.
Yeah. Yeah, they really need to get a bit of a hurry on, don't they? I mean, taking down one, but you want to see them getting towards that bomb site pretty quickly from now on.
Looks like they're going to drop from the kitchen hatch and go for the plant almost immediately.
Well, let's see how it works out for them. Caliber's going to be able to take down Shred. Neophyter responds with one onto Rock. Bobo finding Neophyter. Good shooting there from Todd finding Bobo. But there you go. The diffuser is down. Todd is very low. It's a 2-on-3 at the moment in favour of Athletico. Caliber Oh, nearly seeing Todd right there. As JD, not looking in the right spot. Spaz takes him down. 3 versus 1. Caliber needs to go big.
Yeah, he's very low HP. He almost sees Todd, I think, but even with just his actions, he's taking it way too slow. When you're in a clutch situation like that, like taking it that slow, you're just letting your chances of winning it slip away. Yeah,
and it was nice play from Athletico in that situation, I guess, just to hold, not push, not make any silly decisions.
So yeah, they weren't holding like straight angles onto the diffuser, they were holding like just outside of it.
Yeah.
So that when they heard the movement or anyone pushing, that's when they could peek. And here we go, our first Lesion's coming out.
Neofighter, yes, there he goes, locked in. I'm liking that. Liking that a lot. So let's see how Neofighter uses that Lesion.
So they're defending the bar stockroom. I would say they're going to chuck it over by the stockroom door, especially to counter Bobo, who's picked up the Montagna. So that's...
Okay.
That was my first thought. They're going to stack them over by the eastern door over here. Well, right where Schmed is, I should say, because that's where they're going to push in and try and go for the plant using that Montagna.
Okay, well, looks like that's where they're headed to first off, to get a few fortifications up.
Now, Athletico have a pretty interesting strategy for this bomb site. They fully reinforce this garage area, and I don't think I've ever seen another team do this. They just think if you want to hold this bomb site, you have to keep control of garage. So they're going to, play people in there and make sure that no one can push in there easily. Of course, you can use your thermites to open up the walls in the garage and such, but yeah, I don't know. Athletico are just a team that seem to place big importance on it.
Yeah, obviously, reinforcing that one up. Let's see how well it works out for them. There you go, Neofighter. He's thrown down at least a few goos.
The longer he survives, the more goos he can throw down, so he's probably going to try and survive for as long as he can.
Yep.
Like taking risky peaks like he was going to do was probably not the best way to play that.
And Todd there getting out the barbed wire, spotting another drone, taking that one out. There's Ella.
So yeah, normally the garage is just afforded control to the attackers, but the fact that they got to fight for it, I think they're a bit confused about how they're going to do this.
Outlaws maybe not used to it. Todd is going to be in there, stopping any easy pushes from Rock coming through. In the meantime, Bobo on that Monty is fairly close.
So yeah, they're probably going to try and push. Well, Bobo's going to drone out a lot until he's going to try and stay hidden for as long as possible so that they don't know he's there.
Whoa, shots coming out there. Caliber not quite finding Schmed. Schmed getting very, very low though. See some grenades. It's going to be Todd coming through there. Oh.
Neofighter tosses the goo mine and it smacks right into Todd. I think it does him for 5 damage.
Oh no. That's not what you want. But Todd's still alive. And we're seeing Rock here just nail down that door. As here we go, Montagna is going to be moving into the building from the looks of things now. Towards that bomb.
Rock's going to try and plant behind the shield cover, but we're going to have Sykes to try and deny that. But then again, up above, we're going to have shots coming through the floor.
Oh yeah, good little smoke as well. That's going to dent Bobo down to about 70% HP. Sykes doing a good job there on that smoke in the meantime. Caliber's just found Todd, and Athletico have lost another one. Schmed, I think, is going down. Good area denial here. Bobo's actually knocked down to half HP just from those smoke grenades already. As there you go, Neofighter actually goes down. So that's the Lesion down for Athletico. Spaz, so aggressive.
Yeah, Sykes is almost gone, but, well, it's all up to Sykes, and there we go.
There you go. See you later, Silex. So, Outlaws put one on the board here on Clubhouse, and that was a funny little push. Not going to work in the end, though.
I think it was more of a desperation kind of move. Like, he was the last one alive. They knew his position. He was surrounded. Let's just push out, like, try and go for the frags. But that's Outlaws putting their first round on the board. I'm hoping they do this strategy. I was talking about playing super aggressive upstairs. We didn't see it last round, but maybe they're going to do it this time.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if we're not going to be getting another Lesion out from the looks of things. But that Smoke was really played quite well from the Outlaws last round. This time it will be Athletico picking that one up with a mirror.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs.
So yeah, they've gone back downstairs. But yeah, as we saw, Smoke tried to hold the tunnel. He did it okay, but as soon as he turned to leave, he died from the kitchen hatch over there.
Yep.
So just keeping an eye on the angles you got to watch. But looking at this kill feed or kill spread, like it's very even between the two teams.
Yeah, look, the kills aren't really favouring either one, are they?
Like each round has come down to like, well, the first 2 rounds it came down to a 1-on-1. Oh, wait, sorry. First round 1-on-1, second round 1-on-3, and that last round was a 4-on-1 in favour of Outlaws. So it is probably definitely going to be pretty even then.
Yeah. Look, if you're Outlaws right now, I mean, got one. Atletico,
Doss
one
is
up at the
reinforcing
moment.
that so late. He only just escaped. Sorry.
Oh, no. That was very late.
Saw Silex running right towards him as he was putting it up. Sorry, so if we are Outlaws now, what were you saying?
Yeah, no, if you're Outlaws now, I mean, 1-2 down, you still got a lot of time to play with. Surely this is, this is where you bust out any kind of strats you've got left in the playbook to...
Doesn't look like it, though. I'm a bit disappointed.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, they haven't taken out the standard camera.
Right.
I think Spaz is going to do that right now, though.
Oop, yep, Spaz getting in through there. And so getting a nice bit of shotty that underbarrel to there. Ooh, it's not going to be seeing anyone just yet. Moving through.
A bomb has been located.
Bomb located there. There's a bit of a slower start. 2 minutes in, we're not seeing any frags just yet. Doss still holding out this tunnel. He's got those gas grenades still available for him. As Schmed does get spotted, Rock's not going to be able to find him though. And now Schmed does know roughly that, well, there's one Rock down there.
So, yeah, we're probably going to see something similar, like the attempt to push through the tunnel is going to waste a lot of time.
There you go.
Wow.
Doss, nice kill onto Neophyter there. Great aggressive push. He's going to be throwing out another gas grenade to slow down anyone else advancing on towards him as he gets the reload happening. Making it really hard for these guys to push through these tunnels.
And that's what I was talking about, the SMG-11 just melting that Blackbeard shield. Looks the high fire
yeah,
rate. Just does it.
But still 1 minute left. Athletico on the attack. Probably want to make something else happen. Right about now.
Oh, just misses a few shots there as Bobo runs past. It looks like Spaz is going to open up some more of this floor, try and get some angles onto some of those defenders on the bomb site. So yeah, they're probably going to do what they did last round, just smoke up and drop down for the plant. So,
yep, there you go, Spaz. Maybe throwing one down there. Bobo still looking through that black mirror. Spaz is playing really mobile at the moment, trying to get some eyes on someone, trying to get a pick.
They're just wasting a lot of time, aren't they? Just running back and forth between. They don't know where to go.
20 seconds left. They need to make something happen now. It's as simple as that. And so that's what they're going to be trying to do. It's not going to work out too well, though. Bobo finds Spaz. Caliber finds Todd. And there you go. It's a bloodbath down below as Athletico push in way too late. Lambs to the slaughter there. Outlaws put another one on the board.
So 2-2 tied up now nicely. This is definitely looking a lot stronger for Outlaws. On border, we see a few rounds go like very convincingly to Athletico. This one has been a lot more back and forth, a lot more trades coming off. I don't know if it's whether to do Outlaws are just more practiced on this map, or this is just the way that Clubhouse is going to be played, because it kind of funnels the attackers into these angles that they have to push from. So yeah, back downstairs for Athletico though.
Defenders, protect your
Yeah, there you go. So Athletico down on the basement. They're going to want to be picking this one up to slow down the momentum of Outlaws. Falling up there.
Wonder if Todd's going to try a similar thing with that impact grenade through the floor. What I maybe want to see is them use the impact grenade to take down any claymores in the flanks. Especially some over by the oil pit. That's something you see fairly often from some of these teams. So yeah, we did see Schmed last round die to a Claymore. Like
yeah, no, I was just about to say, I mean, you know, typically we haven't seen Claymores have that much of an impact, but like you said, Schmed last round, he dropped one.
A Claymore's kind of like something just to watch your flank. Like, people don't die to it, they just have to either not take that route or, you know, figure out a way to get around it. Which, you know, impact grenade or shooting it does.
So like I said, looking out for the drone in those tunnels.
And yeah, once again, we're going to see this similar tunnel push going to get opened up. JD's going to abandon it though. It's probably going to be Caliber pushing down definitely as the Blackbeard. And okay, I'm swapping mags. I'm wrong.
Who knows? Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with those tunnels there, but Caliber is actually going to be pushing in here to the bar and getting in there.
Maybe he'll hold this angle until the rest of his team have gotten more control, and then he'll move around. But yeah, it seems silly not to have your Blackbeard be the one to push.
Yeah, Dossier on Nirvana getting that reinforced ceiling. Drop down a little bit. So they're slowly making a push happening. I think this is pretty comfortable, a pretty comfortable push here for the Outlaws. You know, they're getting what they need to done. 1 minute 40 seconds left, so they've still got a little bit of time.
Yeah, my only concern for them would probably be the construction tunnel.
Right. They still haven't got control there, do they?
No, Solix is just sitting in there. They might not even push there. Like, you don't have to take control of that for any of these pushes. It just really depends on what push they are going for.
Find out, I guess. It looks like JD is going to be pushing through. So close to Spaz, and he's right next to the church here.
Spaz
with the diffuser as well.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
He's going to hear the thermite charge go down. Oh, he's going to get tricked. But no, Spaz is too clever for him. Takes it down. They're not getting over through this wall. That's both thermite charges.
Good stuff. Nice bandit play there from Spaz. And yeah, now it's up to JD and good old-fashioned assault rifle to work his way into the site.
Well, we don't see much utility left on the attack because they're just going to have to force their way through these choke points. Probably die, so, you know, 35 seconds to go. Let's see what they got.
Yeah, let's see if they can make anything happening. Oh, there you go. That's actually JD. Wins the firefight there. He probably shouldn't have against Neofighter and one more. He's getting very, very low, though. And Spaz does see him. Does find Todd so low. But there you go. XGN takes out one. Spaz takes out two. And now only one remains on the Outlaws side. Caliber's left up. He's not going to be able to do this 3-on-1, I don't think. But he does manage to take out Spaz. 10 seconds left. The timer is ticking for him. He needs to make something happen in the next 2 seconds. He's got no choice. But there you go. Finds one. It's not going to be enough, though. One still remaining. Good play from Athletico to end that one.
Yeah, once again, they only send one out to find out whether he's playing or not. He's not. He gets the kill on that one.
Yep.
The remaining member just has to hide. He's either going to plant, and it'll be after time anyway, so that he's got a free shot on him, or he's going to have to chase the kill. And the member from Athletico is just like, yeah, let's just hide. And yeah, once again, well done to Athletico. They're on that timeout win.
Good play. Good play. So there you go. We've got the Echo this time. It's going to be played by JD from the looks of things.
So yeah, we're seeing Outlaws take the bar stockroom bomb site. So yeah, that Echo is gonna to deny that Montagna pushing in through that door, like we saw it when Athletico defended this spot. However, Athletico don't run that strategy.
No, they don't run the Montagna.
No, so it could also be used for some scouting, gather just some information, and even also if they're planting over by the pool table in a different spot, they can just use it to, you know, cancel the plant at any point they want, make them start that again.
And it can never really hurt to have, you know, that extra drone out, can it?
No. 100%.
Yeah, here you go. So a few walls going up there. We've got a Capital coming out from Athletico again. I like that. They've got the sledge this time as well.
Were they running a Thatcher last time on Schmidt? No, they were running a sledge, I think. Because yeah, Athletico are the team that don't change around their operators no matter where they're attacking.
Right.
Just because they don't want to have to, you know, accidentally make the wrong call. They know exactly what operators they're playing on every map, no matter what. Yeah, interesting. Like, contrary to what we saw from Athletico, we're seeing the control in the garage just completely given up. And the wall inside is reinforced rather than the outside walls of the garage there.
Okay.
I'd normally expect Athletico to do a strip club push, but it seems like they're just going to take from top down.
Yeah, they're getting onto the roof, aren't they? And looking for down there. So shaking it up a little. I like that. What they have been doing in this map, at least.
I think the drones were very close to the Valkyrie there. Who's that? DOS upstairs.
Spaz just getting a few sprays out there, making some holes in the floors. That's where you need the M249 just to spray open the floors.
Yeah, just destroy it.
Oh, there you go. Actually, Caliber finds Neophyter somehow. Not too sure how that happened.
Where was Caliber? I'm not sure.
Yeah, there you go. So Rock, in the meantime, he's going to be pushing out a little bit. What are we seeing?
Oh, I think he was in the oil pit and he shot him from below.
Ah, right. There you go. Todd getting the reload happening on that Capitao. Ooh, Bobo getting so close there. He does actually go down to Schmed. Schmed's going to stop him in his tracks there and even up the score. One down on both sides. 1 minute, 15 seconds left just about. So we also have one operator on the Atletico side knocked out. Silex Gen there on the Thermite, I think. And Todd actually goes down as well, so suddenly things are really not looking too good for Atletico, but Schmed is going to be getting the rev happening.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
3-on-3 right now.
So yeah, Atletico are having a really hard time getting access to the bomb site. They're just having to push from tricky angles, and there we go, that's another one going down.
Yeah, you're right here. This is not easy for Ath. They need to win these firefights. They get one there. Spaz taking down Rock. Going to make it a 2-on-3. Still not too easy for them. And get that drone happening. Enemy detect outside as well. Doesn't matter too much as Spaz looking outside for a moment. Bit separated, but there we are. They join back together, the Ath guys.
And they're going to have to either play really aggressive or Outlaws are going to have to play this pretty stupidly because there's no way they're getting the plant down. They've got to just push the site and get the kills.
Well, this is it. You're right. 12 seconds left. 10, 9. They're getting it. JD sprays through the wall there. Some just crazy sprays coming out from Spaz, and that's not going to work at all. Yep, Caliber picks him up.
Yep, told you. There was no way that he was going to be able to cover him from all angles. Just runs on inside. Quick double kill for himself. And yeah, they just needed to push into the bar, get some quick kills on the board, and, you know, well, they probably needed to get 2 frags without losing one, putting themselves in a 2-on-1 situation, and then go for the plump. But evened up 3-3, and we're seeing Atletico defend the same spot. We're going to see the Montaña come out again, and the Legion.
Montaña and the Legion. Okay, so the Montaña on the Outlaws side. Legion going to be picked up by Neophyter once again. Like that. Looks like Outlaws maybe, changing things up a little bit, but that's only a swap, so nothing too crazy there on the Outlaws side. We do have Jaeger, of course, on Atletico's side as well. I want to see Neophyter have an impact here on the Legion.
So yeah, what he's going to do, he's going to run upstairs there. He's going to create some rotate holes on the 2 second story parts of this building, like they're separated by an outside patch here, and he's going to set it up so that they can run between those 2 parts of the top floor without getting detected.
Right.
Okay, no, I've lied. He's made a hole into the garage instead.
Okay, so Ath going for their garage.
Yep.
Yep.
10 seconds left before
okay.
Well, I would have expected him to create the rotate hole, but yeah, the floor above, there should be a rotate hole in the catwalk above. If what I guessed is correct. I heard the impact grenade go off when he ran up there, so I'm sure that's what happened.
Yeah. So JD here. Getting some scouting happening. Pretty standard start for the attackers, Outlaws.
Yeah, once again, Todd's going to try and hold down this garage. They're going to... So, with this garage wall here, or these garage doors, I should say, the reinforcements you put on them don't go all the way to the top. So they can shoot out the top and toss some grenades over. So I think that may be what the Buck DOS there is going to be planning on doing.
Okay, I like that idea. that as some shots coming out, actually dropping that lesion down so low. Neophyter getting really low early on.
Mm-hmm. That's just a blind spray through the wall. They're going to knock him down and pick him back up.
Brilliant. Yeah, Todd getting him back up there.
Giving him more health than what he had. Spaz was also droned out in the kitchen. I don't know if playing someone in the kitchen is the right idea here. They probably really need to hold on to this top floor here a lot better than what they are.
So we've got Athletico now. Just holding pretty steady at the moment. A few low HP, but no one's gone down just yet.
We're seeing a pretty strong attack here from Outlaws. They're clearing out all their angles, moving into the positions, and like just forcing the Athletico members back until they've gained the control, and then they're going to start going for the plant pretty well, safely as well.
Pretty good. Yeah, they've got the Montagna there, obviously. Bobo. Silex Gen does manage to take out DOS, so a lot of pressure on the Outlaws right now. Waiting for that gas to go down before Bobo pushes in. Neophyter so low there. Oh, he's actually going to find the knockdown there onto Caliber. Not too sure how he managed that on such low health, but props to Neophyter there on that lesion.
Oh, Caliber just missed so many shots. He probably deserved to go down there for that top of aim.
Yeah.
It's like he traced around his body.
Oof. Neophyter there trying to get a bit of a spray happening. It's not going to work though.
Saw JD try and play aggressively, but he's forced back by the Grismont mine. And I believe the plant is not going down.
Nice shooting from Neophyter, getting one before he goes down, and that's going to mean Outlaws only have 2 left. It's a 2-on-4 right now, and I don't know what Bobo's doing because he's in the gas. He's down. Todd takes him down there.
So I think we saw him trying to sacrifice himself there so Rock could get the plant through. Rock survives with just a smidgen of health. It's 1-on-3 now, though, but yeah, he's going to get taken down easy as you like, and that's Athletico taking themselves to match point.
Good. Oh, that was really nice play from Athletico and Neophyter in particular there. I think he really got some good shots out.
I would say that's more poor play from Outlaws, though.
Yeah.
Those whiff shots by that Blackbeard, it
You're not
really
wrong.
should
You're
not be happening.
Yeah.
Neophyter should be a dead man.
Yep. Oh, well, it's always good to see a Legion doing well.
So, yeah.
Let's see. Can Outlaws come back into this one? It is match point right now. So, pressure's on for the Outlaws. We've got some picks coming in there. Outlaws going with nothing crazy. Same all round, pretty much.
Yeah, and once again, so we are seeing a change up on the side of Athletico. Habana instead of the Sledge.
Okay.
So, I suppose Athletico, you heard what I've been saying, that they pick the same operators every time and have changed it slightly.
Yeah.
And see, this does make a lot of sense, right? Like, so for attacking this bomb site, you're going to need the Habana and the Thermite. Habana to open up all 3 hatches and the Thermite to probably open up the construction tunnel or maybe even this wall that we're seeing JD reinforcing right now.
Yep.
Whereas on the bar attack, you only need one or the other because you don't have to open up 5 different things. It's just one thing that you're really going to really be going for.
Okay.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Okay, so let's see where Athletico are going to be heading out towards early on.
Yeah, they're just going to get their drones in those spots and establish control of this top floor and ground floor. Judging by the silhouettes, I don't think we've got any defenders playing too aggressively off-site, so Outlaws have disappointed me with not going for that other strat that we saw last week or the week before.
Yeah. Right now, though, Capital there for Athletico, just poking himself into the garage, I think, and going to be taking out that camera. Obviously, you know, Athletico putting so much value in the garage, you can see that, you know, as soon as they get into there, they really do have a little bit of extra room to move there. He feels pretty comfortable.
Yeah, and, you know, just like clockwork as per usual, we're going to see this wall opened up now.
Time to ring some ears.
Neophyter's probably going to arrive over here to help push through. Spaz with the grenades is going to be greatly helpful here as well.
DOS getting at that shoddy, waiting to push through, and it is going to be a drone first that pushes through.
Yeah, maybe I want to see some teams maybe try playing Bandit in here now, especially with his buff to his barbed wire taking out drones. Well, that was smart there.
Ooh.
We saw the Hibana charge get shot down, and it took out the ADS system so they could follow it up with a grenade almost immediately.
Oh, wow, I like that.
Yeah, that was incredibly intelligent. It just didn't work out, though. I think the grenade was just overcooked.
Yeah.
Gee, he's been forced back a bit, old mate Doss.
Only got one of those gas grenades left as well.
Mm-hmm.
So have to be using that one careful. There it goes. 1 minute, 20 seconds left. But there is Doss going down. Neofighter. Nice shots there on the Blackbeard. Wins that trade. Be running through the rest of that gas without taking any damage. And oh, did you just see a pixel Bobo?
Oh, he did then.
A bomb has been located.
Oh, look at that.
You think that, like, if your body shifts in the wrong way, your head's going to be visible and you get domed.
Look at that. That is a pixel shot if you've ever seen one.
Yeah,
Oh,
there we go.
Neofighter!
Good
Gets
teamwork there. Todd using that Capitao to force him out of here. And it's a 5-on-3 now. It's not looking too fantastic for Outlaws.
Not looking good at all. This is match point, and there we go. Outlaws lose another one as JD goes down. They do manage to take one back onto Athletico, but now it is all up to Caliber. He needs to try and make something happen here, but it is a 4-on-1. He's got the impossible task. But bomb is located. Neofighter takes a few shots. Caliber is in a lot of trouble. Only 4 shots left on that primary weapon. Neofighter cleans it up with a fantastic round to take Athletico through.
Mm-hmm. And we've got those top 4 teams that we expected in the top 4 heading into tomorrow's matches.
Yeah, absolutely. So 5-3. Look, that's a pretty fair effort from the Outlaws. I think you know they can't hang their heads. It would have been nice for them to at least get a map, but Athletico played this one really, really nicely. I just think the synergy coming out from Athletico.
Look at the kill spread there. Caliber is on 12.
Yeah.
Where the rest of his team not doing so well. So
there you go. In the meantime, all of the Athletico squad were roughly hovering around the same.
Yeah.
So that's what you want to see. You know, you want to see that you know, all of your team kind of pretty tightly grouped.
Yeah.
That's how you know you're playing well as a team, not just as an individual.
Yeah.
So there you go, guys. Athletico wins. Not really a surprising win, but we did expect it to go at least 2-1.
I suppose, you know, the form of last week just sowed the seeds of doubts in our mind, and Athletico bounced back very well.
Yeah, absolutely.
They looked very strong.
So here we go. We can see the how the Group A bracket has ended up after the end of this week. Corvidae beating out Scylla 2-0, and that means that Mindfreak and Corvidae, the 2 coming through from Group A.
Yep, what I expected, looking at the whole bracket overall, I know going off the seedings, Mindfreak were actually 6th or something, but I don't think that was a true indication of their skill, and, you know, they've won this group, so...
Yeah, well, exactly. There you go. They're coming out first in this one and having beat Corvidae, so, look, really going to be an interesting set of games tomorrow. And here we are in Group B. Taboo coming out on top. Athletico after that win there coming out on top of Outlaws. And another interesting thing to note, like you mentioned earlier, Sam, is that none of these teams, either of these groups, have gone to a 2-1, have gone to a tiebreaker.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty surprised by that.
Yeah.
I'd say a few of these teams are actually fairly close, like especially with those top 4 matches that we saw last week. You know, the Taboo Athletico and Mindfreak Corvidae.
Yeah, exactly. The Taboo Athletico, that was something we definitely didn't think would ever be a 2-0 in Taboo's favour. So, yeah, look, some very interesting results overall. But, look, tomorrow, that's when we're going to be finding out which of these top teams from the groups is going to be heading to the APAC finals here in our studio. So, that's exciting.
Super excited, yeah.
Who's your pick? I mean...
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm going to go Mindfreak, just because they showed up so well against Corvidae. And who's it out of?
Corvidae, Taboo.
I reckon Taboo. Wait, are Taboo playing? Who are Taboo playing tomorrow? Are they playing?
That's a good question.
They're playing Corvidae or Mindfreak? I don't know.
If I say maybe.
No, they play opposite sides of the groups.
Ah, right, of course, yeah.
So it's I don't want to say, two teams that are going up against each other for the elimination.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows? Anyways, look, that'll be very interesting to find out, and we will find that out tomorrow, everyone. So make sure you're tuning in tomorrow, same time, same place. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.